Hello, and welcome back to Doomed. Solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. You may always notice my eyes darting over here. Oh, a long stringy strand of hair. Delightful. That's because that's where all of my... This is my gaming monitor, you see. This is my cool monitor, and this is my, social monitor, or whatever. So I gotta, make sure that things are... Whoa! Thanks, Flower. Flower, I know the Vodders appreciate it. Thanks to how am I doing it yet, Theo? Welcome back to Doomed, everybody. I am thrilled that we are on schedule with the schedule I had proposed a couple weeks back. This is the finale. Well, I mean, barring another act of God or whatever. This is the finale of Marion Tavares through the Drowned City. The Doom of Arkham, Part 2, Part A. Part B, rather. Oh. Man, the council was very stressful for me personally. But it was very stressful for me personally, streaming it. But man, did it get some good quotes out of Striker. God, I hated that game so much. The plan is the Doom of Arkham, Part 2, Part B. The finale, colon, Part 2, colon, the finaleing. Yeah, well, look. Look, stressful can mean an increase in heart rate, Crosshair, and boy, did that game accelerate my heart rate. Oh, now I just want to play the council again. It was, yeah. It was a real breath of fresh ass. I stole that joke from Wild Wild West. Awful. Absolutely awful. So, hi everybody. We're going to be finishing this up today. Very, I agree, Crosshair. Then, oh, okay. Next week, rather than start a brand new Doomed campaign, because I'm going to be missing, I think, the week after. Yeah, I think it is the week after. So there's some funky scheduling stuff happening. Of course, the Discord is the place to find out what's happening on this channel when. But I can confirm, as long as Chtullu himself doesn't pull me into this instance of Tabletop Simulator to fight him for all time, next week, I'm really excited. Oh, okay, the plastic wrap's not helping here, but whoa. Oh, you guys can see yourselves! Whoa! You can see your own chat. This is a solo journaling RPG called Don't Play This Game, which I am going to go out on a limb on and stream, despite the fact that it's a journaling RPG. Oh, because 1000-Year-Old Vampire was also a journaling RPG and was awesome, and I think people really enjoyed it. I'm really jazzed. I don't know how it's going to translate to stream, and if it sucks, then it sucks. Don't do it! No! No, Flower! Theological Bear, I agree. You're handsome, you're handysome, you're some form of handy. The Foundation? Oh, fuck. No. Florpa and Plops need to get the hell out of... Oh, yeah, sorry, thanks, Browser. Man. As I've said before, the real win here would be download... Is green screen hitting my beard? Let's fix that. The real win here would be downloading all the music I use and then auto-leveling it, so it's all at about the same level. I'm not going to do that. That is so loud. Let's figure this out. How is everybody else today? Better. Scott? Really? My question really, Flower, is why is my name Streamerson? Oh, please, Mr. Streamer was my father. You can just call me Streamerson. I know. It's really good, though, eh, Crosshair? Honestly. So I can feel smooth, but I can look like I have a beard. I timed it wrong with the music. Damn it, I still timed it wrong with the music. There we go. So, as always, we'll do a little recap of the story so far, but specifically we'll do a recap of last scenario, or Part A. Oh, Theo, that is fucking... Jesus, that is awesome, dude. I'm really happy to hear that. They had their first combat, and was it a disaster? Probably not. They're werewolves after all. we'll do a quick recap of where we are in the story, and then I'll remind everybody what, as Crosshair mentioned earlier, what Marion has to do by trying to destroy an eldritch god. Who will win? A slumbering eldritch god or a one-armed fisher woman? Absolute disaster. Well, that's what I like to hear. Sorry, let's fix this. I want to have the mic kind of in frame, but I also want to like be able to reach underneath it. Okay. What a disaster. You know, it reminds me of my first changeling combat where we're like, we're so badass. And then Brom got shot a bunch of times and Sophia hid under a table or something. It was pretty dope. Good times. All right. Any questions before we jump in? As a reminder, we're doing this. Next week, I'm going to play Don't Play This Game, the solo journaling RPG. Then it's probably a week off. And then we're going to start Twombed. The plan is, next Twombed is Graspy Loot and I returning to the jungle, return to the Forgotten Age. I don't know if I've spoiled what investigators we're taking, but if you go to the Discord in my channel, there's a pin to a Sheets document where I sort of explain the Doomed like lore or whatever, and I'm pretty sure it's on there, if you want to know. It might come as a surprise to some people. After that, there will probably be more Twombed with the Crosshair, and or a standalone scenario. Fantastic. Woo! Okay, hang on. All right. Sunday you have D&D. And are you running D&D or are you playing? Question. You launching an Imperium Maledictum and a Vampire the Masquerade. Oh my god. Yo, I'm exhausted just looking at it. But if it's exciting and it's bringing you a lot of joy, then I say hooray. I say hooray. Oh yes. Well, I knew you do it for a living, but I suppose you probably wouldn't be like, finally done, finally, I'm done storytelling for the day. Better go play my own game. Like, yeah, so okay, that makes sense. One day, Crosshair. Or, slap a bunch of shit in and see what happens. Draft? Man, I actually had a lot of fun with drafting, but my goodness, it does... Oh, well, no, actually, I think drafting for a campaign you don't know very well is probably going to be an exercise in frustration. Yeah, okay. I feel you there, Theo, for sure. Okay. Oh. And that's a board state. 4 friends. Sorry, Marion, 3 friends, and her inner life. And a big hunk of metal. And a couple of artifacts. 5 damage? What the fuck? God damn it. Okay. Oh my god, there is a lot happening. Okay. Let's the 4 friends. Gasp. Exactly. Oh god. It really could, Crosshair, you're absolutely correct. And then honestly, then I get more time to work. I have part of my work is from home, so I can just do it whenever. And I have an audition to record, which I probably shouldn't stream. I know JT ages ago was doing... JT Silver Theo, was streaming on Twitch for a while, and he was doing, like, audition prep on stream, which I thought was really, really cool. And I would love to stream the process of recording MP3 auditions from home. Obviously, as you can probably imagine, whenever you audition for something, it's private. It can't be made public. So famously, if I were to do a stream like that, and if there is interest, please let me know. Please do, tag it in the Discord if you're interested. I would use like dummy material from a couple years ago. I'd be like, oh, this is an animation audition. This is my thought, blah, blah, blah. Doom hair. What's wrong with doom hair? That sounds awesome. Okay, my friends, if we recall the story so far, Marion Tavares, wanderer, trawler, drifter, has been having a hell of a time repaying her debt to Randall Tillingust. She unfortunately didn't quite make enough on her expedition to the lost continent of Aurelia to actually pay him off, apparently, for all the boarding and such. We also learned that he's a horrible sorcerer, so, fuck that guy. But returning to Arkham and having awakened the slumbering god Chtullu, here he is in all his glory, Marion has, her previous life was as a woman named Gret Wagner the Purifier, whose job was to hunt and destroy, sort of like a zealous paladin situation, creatures that were corrupted or were not of this earth. I'm gonna get back to chat in just a second, guys. I'll just do the recap as quick as I can. She has decided that it is her, well, decided, she knows in her heart of hearts, it's her duty to stand and defend this city from this thing, to drive it off any way she can. She has mounted with her a defense team of Andy Van Nortwick, Ruby Standish, the other members of the expedition, and a new friend, John Raymond LaGrasse. Where is he here? Your ass is LaGrasse. He's hunting for answers. He's a cop, which means he also brings to bear the Arkham Police Force. And they are here and they're trying to destroy Cthulhu. Now, they've managed to down it once already. The massive sort of kaiju thing is destroying Arkham and flooding it as we speak. We've managed to down it once, but it has gotten back up even stronger than before. Okay. Now I'm going back in the chat. Whoa. Okay. People like seeing behind the curtain. Very good. I like that. Yeah, exactly. Flower, I'm furious. And then what? And then what? I didn't get my money back? Rude. A weird dude saying someone's boat used her debt to force her to steal an innocent eldritch god's artifacts. Yeah. And now the innocent Cthulhu's like, excuse me, that's mine. Oh, you guys can't see it because it's under chat. Excuse me, this is mine? Excuse me. All right. What else we got here? Okay. And that's where we're at, basically. Cthulhu, the elder god, the slumbering one, the awakened one, or whatever. He's ruined Rivertown, the sort of central location in Arkham. He's also smashed in and ruined Northside, which is where the train station is. So we saw the trains flying up in the air and shit, which is awesome. Chumbawambad. Oh, Chumbawamba. Okay. I understand. Okay. There's a lot of fully flooded locations, which is not great for me. But that's okay, because venturing to downtown to Arkham Asylum, where I know, Theo, it's ridiculous. Like, like, what a horrible place to live. Do you know what I mean? You can actually get dirt cheap insurance rates as long as you strike out Act of God. Then everything's cheap. They're like, oh, this is a super safe place to live. As long as you discount Act of Gods. Downtown Arkham Asylum is where Marion was going to sort of, like, after having just defeated Cthulhu the first time, she's like, maybe I'll just go and rest for a long, long time. Downtown is also, I believe, where the shop was, the curio shop, where she originally found the mirror, like way back in Scenario 1, and then again in Scenario Doom of Arkham Part 1. I think. It's either downtown or Easttown, but she's now confronted again by the mirror, which is showing her true self as Gret Wagner. Okay, I think I've caught up on the story so far. We can talk. I'm hang on. Who is leading? Actually, I think I already pulled him out here. What is that? Here's the guy who's the handyman. He is leading the construction of Arkham. A drifter? Imagine being like, oh yeah, I can fix anything, but like, no fixed address. Who liked the joke? I did. There she is. Okay. There's our strange little lady. Okay. Let us remind ourselves of all the shit that's going on, and then I will explain the strategy. Well, no, I'll explain the strategy first. Punch until you can punch no more. And then, that's it. That's the game. Okay. First things first, we recap what we have in our hand here, or in our play area. 5 damage, 2 horror. I need to heal. I do have a good amount of soak on the board because Andy has a health and a couple sanity. John Raymond LaGrasse has some health and sanity. Ruby only has one of each. Yeah, we're going to get back there in a second too, Crosshair. So I do have a number of allies on the board. Intellect, agility, combat, and intellect, so I've got a pretty good stat line, except on willpower. No willpower, only hunting. So there's a couple of abilities on the board. I'm just going to remind people here. Gret says after you defeat an enemy, exhaust her, deal a damage to her, discover a clue at your location or a connecting location. So a clue tech. Andy says if your location has no clues on it, ignore the first attack of opportunity made against you each round. Which is less useful because Cthulhu cannot make attacks of opportunity. He's too large, you see. But still useful against little weenies or whatever. Ruby gives you an agility, and it's a fast move if there's no ready enemies at your location, which I really like. Oh god. Excuse me. God damn it. Exactly, Crosshair. And Mr. LaGrasse. Thank you. Oh, actually, guys, can I sneezed. Do you mind if I'm just going to add a couple of blesses to them? No, I'm just kidding. I do think Crosshair, Will Wheaton, and I have a bit more in common than I'd like to admit. Dice luck, specifically. LaGrasse gives 2 abilities. One is a static +1 skill value when fighting deep ones or star spawns. The other is a reaction. When you fight or evade Cthulhu, you can exhaust him to gain skill value where X is Cthulhu's rage. So that's a nice little boost to a fight or an evade, which is good, because I'm going to need it. We also have I also have a crowbar on the board. That's fine. We also have a couple of artifacts. The Horror in Clay does nothing for me except make star spawns come after me, which is fine. Your ass is LaGrasse. And this title tablet could maybe be useful. When your location's flood level is increased, move to a connecting location. I'm not mad about that, actually. It might come in handy. That's what I've got on the board. I've got 4 cards in hand. A couple of sick-ass events. Counterpunch and I've had worse. Determined. Nice little skill. Look how determined she is, guys. That's pelting rain. Look at those boots. What a badass. And, of course, since we're downtown near Arkham Asylum, the Hallowed Mirror. Which I hope to have the time to play this round, because I do feel like having copies of Soothing Melody in my deck and being able to rotate them is going to be... These boots are made for sailing, okay? 3 resources. Not bad. It's honestly, it's not bad. I'm thinking I'll be healing off of my allies and stuff. Okay. Okay, that's the play area. Let us remind ourselves here. Exactly, Flower. Oh, yeah. Let's actually also check the discard pile. I think the answer is yes, Crosshair. I've only gone through a few cards. Oh, I have Glimmers of Hope in my discard. That's good to know, because they can be brought back to hand. The sight of an old one rampaging through Massachusetts fills you with determination. It doesn't sound like that. That's my best approximation. That guy's voice is so dope, dude. I think he also passed away, which is really sad. But pretty sick. Okay, in my discard pile... Oh, you guys can't see. In my discard pile is a 21er Bust, a Lucky, a Hunter's Mark, a Galvanize, and a Bound for the Horizon. No weaknesses. Which, yes, tells me, Crosshair, we have a 13th Vision, a Parasitic Transformation, I'll Do It Myself, and a Lurker in the Dark. So actually, I think 4 weaknesses. Now, why would I have said that? I can clap fast, too! I like you guys. You're great. I like chat. Okay. Yeah, I have no doubt. If you squint, you can clap faster. It's true. Agenda 1A, The Doom of Arkham. Turning and turning in the widening gyre, the falcon cannot hear the falconer. Things fall apart. The center cannot hold. Mere anarchy is loosed upon the world. So, as a reminder, this is our one agenda. Every 3 turns, it flips, Cthulhu smashes down into a new neighborhood and ruins it, which is bad for us, because I believe once all the neighborhoods have been ruined, we're killed. Yeah, okay, alright, guys, look. His cheeks be clapping. Look at those tentacles. God, scary, man. Oh, shit, it's deep ones in the water. I didn't even see that. Can y'all see the art on the agenda? There's people running away from the water, and I thought there were people in there, but it's deep ones. Yikes. Two forced effects on the agenda. The first is, when the enemy phase ends, increase the flood level of Cthulhu's location, draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck. This is how he does a lot of what he does. There's another forced effect on it, which hasn't mattered much yet. When the round ends, so after upkeep, each investigator at a fully flooded location takes a damage or a horror. This will start to matter a lot more soon, I think, which is why I really want to get the mirror down, because it's going to help me mitigate some of that. Act 1A, Fight Back. With the others at your side, you must make a final stand to save Arkham! There's a free trigger on here. During an attack at your location, spend a clue. It deals +1 damage, so I'm not mad about the idea of having clues, especially to make up the difference in damage that I'll need for Cthulhu. And the objective is when the round ends, if there are 3 Cthulhu enemies in the victory display, advance. Awesome! Except then they get back up. Correct, Crosshair, yes. The tablet is not complete. Which is tragic. So, that's correct. We can't use the second ability on the title tablet. We also, if I recall correctly, in the first round of the game, used this ability on Rivertown to open the emergency drain, which did very little for me, tragically. Saren, welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. Okay. Why, hello there. Obi-Wan intensifies. Okay. What else we got here? As a reminder, right, Rivertown and Northside are ruined. Yep. Slap a claw, rip some wings. So we've still got a few locations still to be ruined. Only some of the locations are fully flooded. As a reminder, this is Arkham's map, but with rooftops added, western and eastern. The rooftops are a bit funky. They say they cannot be flooded. So, they can't be flooded. However, you can also fight and evade enemies at connecting locations as if you were at their location. Excuse me. Which means you can fight them from the rooftops, which is what Marion and co have been doing a lot of. So maybe I'm going to try to get back and start beating up Cthulhu. We're really close to an agenda flip, which I can't... I think he moves to the nearest non-ruined location, I think. We'll see. Not 100% sure. So that's the map. That's my cards in hand. There's a few more things to look at. Specifically, a couple of Cthulhu's... Yes, correct. That's correct. You may fight and evade as if you were at their location. So you're fighting them as if you were at their location, which means if you fail and they have retaliate, you do get hit. And also other things like, if you are at Cthulhu's location, blah, 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 you're fighting them as if you were. Okay, a couple of Cthulhu cards are in play. Having been shot and roped to the ground by the police and then burst free of his... Okay, so here's the Earth. Round. Damn, that is sweet Earth, you might say. How old am I, guys? Guess. Guess by my knowledge of early internet culture. Hello, Aragwen. Welcome to Doom. Wonderful to have you with us. I'm with Theo. That sounds like a dope idea. We gotta get on top of the cage. Okay. So, the fifth eye is in play. When the investigation phase ends, place a doom on an enemy on the Cthulhu board with no doom on it, and discard this card. That's actually okay. We're at 2 out of 3 doom anyway. We're in the witching hour, so that's not going to actually do much for me. Sorry, it's not going to hurt me much. Currently. Hope fades. Cool. Basically, I've sealed the Elder Sign on this card. When the act advances, discard this card. So I need to defeat all of Cthulhu again before I get the Elder Sign back, and then hope will return. Yeah, I'd say so, Saren. I mean, currently all of Arkham belong to this fierce-visaged man. Didn't we give him a funny... We gave him a funny name, right? This is Fierce Visage, Wicked Claw. This says Hoary Wings, but I think we went with... Flappy... We went with Wingy... Wingdings? Oh, guys, sorry. Got a little tickle in my throat. Just like Cthulhu's about to have. Yeah, get him, yeah. Okay. So, I'm gonna reread Cthulhu's board here in a second as well. Horny Wings and Pokey Tickler. I bought a Pokey Tickler once. Me too! Honestly, Flower. Cthulhu has been gendered he, him. Canonically, I guess. In H.P. Lovecraft's The Call of Cthulhu, he is listed as the Wizard of the Ancient Ones? Yeah, what do you mean in a fight? Okay. The objective is simple. Before Cthulhu destroys the entire town, I need to fight and flip each of the 3 parts of him and do 3 damage each. Then, fight and flip each of the parts again and do 4 damage each. This is not going to be simple, but I think, given the number of fight events I still have in my deck, I think it's possible. Like, I don't think it's crazy. I don't think it's not crazy, but as a reminder, Cthulhu's 3 parts each have the same kind of, more or less the same text. Some of them have alert or retaliate or both. The Wizard! Fucking hell, Saren. Oh, crosshaired. Yo, I'd be... Punch, 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 fast dynamite would be unreal. Like, I would be so happy. Maybe it'll happen. So each of them have alert and or retaliate. They have currently 3 fight and 3 evade because Cthulhu's Rage is 3. Cannot be damaged, defeated, or exhausted. But after you successfully fight or evade this enemy, and you can only do 1 at a time, you can flip it to its enraged side. Bruh. I was thinking about taking the grenades, Crosshair, because they don't take a hand slot. Because Marion famously only has 1 arm. I didn't, and I maybe should have in hindsight. And then, once they're flipped to their other side, they have 3 fight, 3 evade, and 3 health, because again, it's based on rage. And then they each have a when you flip clause. I think it's place a doom, draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck, and maybe it attacks you? Yeah, literally. Theo, like, I mean, remember there was that crazy animated show, I think it was called Mummies Alive? Do you know what I'm talking about? It was like, it was essentially World of Darkness Mummy, right? They came back to life or whatever, but it was like a cartoony Saturday morning cartoon action show. God damn it, Thelia! No one, like 1 person said piss! Hi, Thelia. Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us on this Saturday. How are you doing? 1 person! 1 person! 1 season? Oh! Was it only 1 season? Man, it's so good. Aragorn, I remember it being great. Early on, they're awakened or whatever, and they get in a car, and they're like, what is this thing? And the kid or whoever, the like person from modern times, is like, think of it like a chariot, but instead of 4 horsepower, it's got 400, and then they fucking slam it. Again, I do not remember the actual line, but I hope it was that, because that's a good line in 2025. What did I just do? Okay. Excellent, Thelia. I'm happy. Oh, I know, Thelia. Stop winking at the audience. You have a city to save, you son of a gun. Okay. My hope is Can I flip one of these enemies, the one that adds doom, this phase rather than next? That'd be pretty sweet. But we'll see. Okay, I think that's everything. We're here in downtown. The glinting mirror has caught Marion's eye. Oh, it patrols to the nearest location that can be flooded. Oh, for sure, Theo. The only time I've played... Oh, no, actually, sorry. I played VTM twice. I definitely played a Bruja, like a greaser, rebel without a cause, kind of James Dean situation. Thanks, Crosshair. A Toreador would be fun. And the other time was in a LARP, and I only went once. But of course I was a Ventru, because of course I was. Because Jorik was my first character for RPG Clinic, clearly I get in line with political characters. What? I like it, Thelia. All right, Crosshair, thank you for the reminder. All right, everybody. Marion looking at herself and her past self layered on top of her, her eyes glinting with a righteous fire. Indubitably, chica. Let's get doomed. That's the line. All right. Let's figure out what the hell I have to do here. My plan is... Well, sorry. So in the enemy phase, Cthulhu is going to patrol to the nearest location that can be flooded. So either down to St. Mary's or up to the north side. Nope. North side cannot be fully flooded. So in fact, the nearest location that can be flooded is St. Mary's. Which is kind of crappy. So I think I want to make my way back to the rooftops so I can start punching it from there. It's a couple of moves. My first action has to be to play Hallowed Mirror, because that's... Marion, hearing the roar of the creature behind her and seeing it get back up, she realizes they put everything they had... I think that was just the first time, Crosshair. Yes, thankfully. Yeah, on its unrevealed side, you have to spend a clue. But I've revealed it. I think I fought it from here. Man, that first attack took, like, that first phase took so long. Marion almost loses hope for a moment, and then catching sight of herself in the mirror, she can hear that strange melody playing once again. 2 shuffle into my deck, and 1 goes in my hand. This is, of course... This is, of course, Marion. Like, this is, of course... Well, here, hang on. Let's talk about this. Canonically, the music is Daisy and Joe calling to them from across the distance. Marion can finally hear the music sort of take shape, and it is music, but it's being warped and distorted from so much distance. And she finally understands. It is someone, she doesn't know who it is, but it is someone calling to her, telling her that she must succeed. If she does not succeed, this creature, I love it, Delia. This creature will, kind of imprison the entire world in water and flood, and will make humanity serve its every whim. Now, Thelia, I must ask. Here's how I'm interpreting your emojis, okay? 1F. Oh, sorry, is it 1F or is it... Yeah. So, 1F would be like either F's in chat or like one female, because they kind of look... I don't actually know what's going on here. But here's how I'm interpreting it, okay? I'm interpreting it as you going, and then you going, sploosh, tee. That's how I'm interpreting this. Oh god, yes, there's no time to die, comrades. You're right, Flower. Okay. Oh man, clues are good. Can I get clues here? Probably not, let's be real. I thought they looked like boobs. That's what I thought, Aragwen. That's what I thought. Okay. Fast. I'm going to move with Ruby to north side. Then, because I'm not engaged with any enemies. Then, I'm going to move onto the rooftops and attack. Is that crazy? I have a plan. I'm going to move up onto the rooftops. Marion rushes back onto the rooftops. It is... Yep. All right. Well, Thelia, you know, thanks. That obviously makes me feel real good. Sorry. It makes me feel real good that you presumably are finding Marion with her sick peacoat beanie combo as attractive as I do. I think she's awesome, honestly. And you're like, yeah, Marion, yeah. You're correct, Flower. Unless I can, I think, oh no, Marion can't throw the book at him, which is an improvised event, but it's level 3. Okay. So move. This is a crazy plan, guys, but I have an idea. I'm going to attack Cthulhu from here, and I think this is going to work. You may fight and evade enemies as if you were at their location. So I'm going to fight the fierce visage of Cthulhu. Risk it for the Trisket. Oh man, I want a Trisket now. Damn it. I'm going to fight its fierce visage, which I think is the... Oh shit, no, is it the claw? Shit. One of them attacks you when you flip it. One of them gets a doom. One of them attacks you. Well, actually, I want both of those. If I can attack... If it attacks me, I'm thinking I can use counterpunch into something else, which would be pretty sweet. Okay. That's... What would you do for a Klondike bar? Would you fight this elder god? No way. I've got a Klondike bar. Well, okay. Oh, it's true, Crosshair. Okay. My guess is Fierce Visage attacks you and Claw gets a doom. I'm just checking. Discard a card at random from your hand. Very wrong. Place a doom. Okay. All right. So then it's the wings that attack. God damn, dude. Correct, Thelia. Yes. We cannot become friends. We cannot be friends. He's just a little cutie. He's just a little tie-tie toddler. I mean, he's not a toddler. He's like an ancient wizard of whatever, but... Last action. Marion is indeed going to huck some roof tiles at this thing, try to get its attention, so that when it returns over here, she can direct the fire of the police towards it. I'm going to use the crowbar to fight. 7-3. I can't really remember how bad the tokens are. -3, -3, -3. -1, reveal another token. Yuck. I'm 4 up. And I'm not going to exhaust John Raymond because I think I might use him in the next thing. Okay. We're going to fight the wings. We're going to throw tiles at the wings. Did I flip these back over? Yes. Fight the wings! Fight them! Kill them! Marion just like standing on the rooftop, holding like hunks of like tar... What am I trying to say? Like roof tile. Tarry, papery, you know, tiles and just bricks and like throwing metal pipes like javelins. She's trying to grab its attention. Let us fight at 7-3. I'm fighting the wings. -3. A success. I'm going to flip the wings. Huh. I really thought one of them said... Sorry, so what this card says is after you flip the enemy to this side, draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck. I really thought one of these that said... it attacks you. Oh, no. My plan. Well, okay, I'm still in the investigation phase. And I've now enraged his hoary, wispy wings. Okay, draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck. Okay, his attention is now drawn back to Marion, a.k.a. who Cthulhu knows to be the reincarnation of Gret Wagner, his nemesis. Let us draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck. Let's hope that we either get attacked or take damage, because then I can play an event. Demolition! What the fuck? Okay, he turns back and he starts smashing down the rooftops. Place a damage token on the rooftop location nearest to Cthulhu as a ruin token. Okay, well that's clearly my location. If there are 2 or more ruin tokens on that location, each investigator added is killed, and each enemy is discarded. Roof! Then remove that location and this card from the game. Okay. So he's managed to start destroying the western rooftops. The fact that this is in the deck scares the shit out of me, dude. Otherwise, shuffle this card into the Cthulhu deck along with the Cthulhu discard pile. Rude! Okay. That's so bad. Now there is a chance that this rooftop that I'm standing on will be destroyed. Well, otherwise, oh god, sorry. It did, Crosshair, but I'm not going to pull it back out. It said, remove it from the game. No. Hang on. Now I have to find it again. Rooftop? What is it? Demolition. And then I have to go through and... Yeah, what does otherwise entail here? Shit. I think you might be right. This is problematic. Here's how I read this card. Do this. If, then. Otherwise. Otherwise what? Otherwise if you didn't do all of the stuff? Or otherwise if you didn't do some of the stuff? Oh no. It's already a disaster. I feel like it should say, then remove... Okay, no, it's remove this card from the game. Otherwise, shuffle it into the encounter deck. Yeah. Yeah, if the location is... If this card is not removed from the game, shuffle it back into the deck. I'm doing it. Grim rule. It's now back in the deck, which is very bad for me. And worse, I didn't even get attacked. Which means I can't play my events. Okay. Oh man, I really wanted to... It's fine. Oh, it's not fine. Damn it, now I wish I had... It's fine. I didn't know. Sorry. Uh-oh. Am I gonna ask the chat for a retcon? I only checked 2 out of the 3 Cthulhus because I was convinced this one had it attacks you on the other side. I could have checked all 3. And if I had... It really is, actually, Flower, yeah. Splash attacks is great. That's a good shout. Cthulhu... I see Cthulhu's played some earlier editions of D&D. Yeah. Yeah, that is the worst case. It really is the worst case. I mean, then the stream will be over and we can all go home. If I had known this, I would have chosen the flipped to the one that gets Doom. No, I can't retcon that. That was a mistake. And I think I can still do this. Oh yeah? I am ready for your idea, Crosshair. I'm thinking of retconning this because I did make a mistake. That's okay. I also know when the investigation phase ends, place a Doom on an enemy. Ah. Okay. Yes, because that would have been drawn. All right, done. I'm gonna zip back 3 minutes. No, shut up, Saren. Is that true? That's insane, guys. That's absolutely wild. Man, you love to see it. All right, I have rewound time slightly. And now, sitting here, Marion's about to attack. So it should be on top, right? It is. Okay, great. Yes, take that, buddy. Okay, so instead, and I will repeat the attack. I will fight the claw. The claw! Because I want to put the dude down. That's what I want to do. So, last action, I will fight again at 7-3. I will take this test again because I think it's only fair that I might get absolutely messed on this. Uh-oh. -1, reveal another token. Here we go. -3, -1, -3, 4. I was 4 up. Just manage. Marion and the team managed to attract the attention of Chtullu just as it is about to destroy the part of the police force who are beating a hasty retreat down to St. Mary's Hospital, where they want to, regroup. I will flip Cthulhu's Claw to its enraged side. I will place a doom on it, because it says to. It is now the end of the enemy phase, or the end of the investigation phase, so I must place a doom on another card on the Cthulhu board. I'll put it on its hoary wings, as you do. This is okay, this is all good. In the enemy phase, Chtullu does not attack me. I am not at its location. Patrol the nearest location that can be flooded. It can't go up to north side because north side cannot be fully flooded. It's ruined already. It's headed down to St. Mary's. Massive patrol. Then, right away, Thelia. All that splution got me dehydrated. Because of the flooding, you see. Then, in the enemy... at the end of the enemy phase, Chtullu manages to turn around and, sort of swing at Marion and Co. on the rooftop, and then sort of slams after the rest of the police force as it starts to head towards St. Mary's as well. I fully flood the location, and then... oh, I have to discard this card. And then I draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck, which is Demolition. So I will place a damage on the western rooftops, and I will note that now this is it within definition of one last F word for the road. Okay, so I must say flooded, but I cannot say the F word. Okay. Adjective good, noun bad. Everyone say it with me. Adjective good, noun bad. Oh, and verb. Oh, now I'll verb your noun. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Oh dear. Poor Tim. Far across town, observing the demolition, the destruction of his beloved city of Arkham at a horrifying speed, Tim sits, legs dangling over the edge of the old 2-story post office made of weathered stone and brick. Next to him, a dozen cages, all that remains of his pigeon delivery service. He reaches in, takes out his favorite pigeon, Martha, the one who's been with him the longest. He nuzzles up to it. Well, Martha, I can't keep you under these conditions. I think this is going to be my last night on this plane. And I want you to have some form of freedom. So Martha, fly free. Try not to head towards that big green ugly mother. And he laughs. Gives a little nuzzle. Martha coos in his ear. And then he... Let's Martha the pigeon fly away. Fly away up north over East Town, downtown, north side, and on. And on. And on forever. I hope that was worth 5,000 channel points. Oh, no, no! And then, yeah, exactly. Bang! Ooh! Oh, no. Okay. Shuffle this into... Okay. If there are 2 or more ruins locations, then... Yeah, remove this card from the game. Otherwise, shuffle it into the deck along with the discard pile. You know, I'd say definitely worth. Okay, that was the end of the enemy phase, which means it is now time for upkeep. St. Mary's is under assault. Marion can see from here, even though waves of F-water threatening to knock the entire place down. Uh-oh, this should be good. I like where this is going, Aragorn. We upkeep into Trusted. Wait. Oh, I see. Well, to be appointed, like, you get appointed to an office or whatever, but you can be well appointed, right? You can be, like, well-dressed, well-appointed. So if I was attending a really boring gala dinner and someone was like, how are you doing? I'd be like, well, I'm not happy. I'm just appointed. I like it. Whoa, Thelia, you almost got me. LOL. You almost got me there. All right, Thelia. Canonically, we have to make this determination, all right? Who is the most well-endowed? I think there's only 2 cis men on the board right now. This is Andy Van Nortwick, a journalist. He's intrepid. And there's John Raymond LaGrasse, a detective from... I think he's from New Orleans, actually. Are there any other... Oh, and Chtullu. I don't think he should count for the purposes of the question. I don't think it counts to be like, does this 20-story tall ancient beast have a larger penis than a human? Because it does. Are there any other male-presenting people? What is going on? Damn it. Thelia just dropping in with like a well-endowed joke here. Multiple. You know, I'm somewhat of a wizard myself. Yeah, he could have Latter-day Saints. It's true. Sorry. Okay, Mythos phase. We're ready to observe some more destruction from up high on the rooftops, which actually we need to get out of the rooftops like immediately. So the plan is to go down and confront Chtullu. Fight, and as much damage as humanly possible. That's the plan. Mythos phase. We go to 3 Doom, 5 Doom. We remove all Doom from the board. We flip. F-waters rise as Chtullu and his denizens continue their assault. Great question, Crosshair. Patrol nearest location that can be flooded. So currently, that's downtown. So... He can still patrol towards... Did I say? I did. That's okay. Yeah. Whenever he wants, baby. Move Chtullu to the nearest fully flooded, I'm allowed to say, location that is not ruined, and decrease its F level. Decrease its fart level. Okay, hang on. The nearest... fully effed location, fully flooded location that is not ruined. Oh, well that's nearest to him? Nearest to me. It's got to be nearest to him. All right. Okay. Decrease its F level. Swap it with its set aside ruined version. Oh no. Where are the ruined versions? They're over here. Whoops. Those are ruined locations. There we are. Oh, hell yeah. I'm not thrilled that St. Mary's is on fire. Yes, Crosshair. I think so, yeah. Because he... Well, yeah, currently the only location that can still be effed. Flooded. My apologies. That's true, Flower, which doesn't make a ton of sense, but I'll take it anyway. Heading towards downtown means 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3. You're right, yeah, so he'll... Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna go stand in his way. The raging fires threaten the hundreds of ailing patients in St. Mary's Eastern Ward. Oh, I didn't even think about that. How many... Oh, God. Marion looks on in horror as the beast winds up and then drags a massive clawed arm through the hospital, somehow setting it alight, probably rupturing a gas main, as the building begins to collapse in around itself. The few brave nurses and doctors who have not succumbed to the strange sleeping sickness, I forgot about that too, work through the night to keep their patients safe. Fucking hell. It's a bit of a cursed place, let's be real. Okay. Oh, I did not finish resolving the agenda. If there are 7 ruined locations in play, each investigator is killed. Otherwise, place clues on each revealed location without victory up to its clue value. Shuffle one of the set-aside star spawn enemies into the encounter deck along with the encounter discard pile. Oh, fuck, I hate that. Oh! Yeah, I think so. That's what the powers that be were trying to keep the masquerade up. We're calling it. Okay. A clue on each revealed... Sorry. Clues up to its clue value on each revealed location without victory X. Oh, so it's just the rooftops get a clue. That's fine. I did... Oh, I did at the end of the enemy phase, Crosshair, which is... excuse me. Which was the... Oh, sorry. I see what... Yes. You mean this, yeah. If no location was swapped by this effect, draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck. I will leave this here for a moment. So we are good. Which is interesting, because I don't understand why that would ever fire. If there are locations that can still be ruined, then they will all... Oh, okay. So if you could, I see. That's true too. If you could unflood fully a non-ruined location, then it wouldn't be able to move there because it's the nearest fully flooded location that is not ruined. Cthulhu the Masquerade. All right, wish me luck, my friends. Marion watches in horror as St. Mary's bursts into flame, the screams of the people trapped inside reaching her ears, as the beast turns its eye towards the rest of the city, greedily ready to eat. Excuse me. Mythos phase. Oh, Stunlock would be so good here. I am just gonna basically walk in and just start punching it to death. That's the plan. Corrosive fog. That's cool. Oh man, she only has one arm too. Test intellect or combat 4. If you fail, take a damage. If you fail by 3 or more, instead, this is very bad, deal a direct damage to your investigator and each ally and item asset you control with health. Now, this means the fog will take Gret, Andy, and Ruby. So don't fail by 3 or more, I guess. Sounds easy. Oh my god. Oh no. The rooftop is beginning to collapse and seeping up from underneath a horrible neon green fog that they can just tell even from this distance is some sort of acidic gas leaking out from under the city. Okay. I need to... Hey, look, Crosshair, we all toot, okay? Oh, I have. I'm not. It's not. Yeah. I don't disagree, Flower. They all go in my discard pile, which means in theory I could play them again. But okay. I'm testing combat. I'm at 5 to 4. What the F? Am I committing counterpunch? Oh man, that's insane. Yeah, me too, Crosshair. I'm not happy. I really need to... I can't play Trusted, so if I survive, I can then make Gret Trusted, and I can start healing and stuff, which is going to be good. Am I committing counterpunch? Yeah, this is very important. 5, 7, 8 to 4. Yes, Sarah, and the answer is yes. Thank you for asking, but like, trust. I know. Yes. If an eldritch horror farts and no one's around to hear it, does everyone still go mad? Yes, I can confirm. -3. I went up a little high. That's okay. That's fine. I went a little nuts. It was still a -3, so I'll take it. The corrosive. Oh, what's this cheat death doing here? That's weird. I didn't think I had this. The Marion kind of throws her arm out and starts to push her team back as the fog rises up over the edge of the collapsing building, and they manage to leap across to another rooftop. And we're somehow still kinda safe. Cheap phase. Woo! Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm mad at that, Theo. I think they got away. I would love to go and kick some ass. Your ass is LeGrasse, as it were. Am I... Let's see. Cthulhu cannot make attacks of opportunity. It's here. Right, okay. So basically, I could run in and start punching it. I could punch it from here, too. Igatha! Hello! Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. I'll catch you up real quick. Marion is leading... Marion, the trawler, who was once, or is now the reincarnation of the Purifier of days gone by, is leading a ragtag band of, I don't know, people with guns and people with moxie to try to bring down the eldritch horror known as Cthulhu. So that's cool. This one says discard a card at random. This one says draw. And chaos is ensuing in the chat. That's true. So I could move in and start just trying to defeat... I could flip everything over. Here's my thought. If I flip everything over, patrol happens before attack. So it will patrol towards downtown. So it'll move away from me. Because Cthulhu doesn't care about the machinations of little tiny people. So is that crazy? I could move in and just punch and overturn both sides. It does have retaliate, probably, yeah. And then hopefully draw into Dynamite Blast and use that to, like, clear it out, maybe. Yeah, okay. Free trigger. I think this is not... Yeah, I'm going to move into... Marion is going to rush down off the rooftops with the team in tow over to St. Mary's to try to rescue some of the people here. Oh. Oh! Aww. There's a reaction on St. Mary's Hospital that says, after Cthulhu enters St. Mary's Hospital, place up to 3 of your clues on this location. For each clue placed, deal a damage to an enemy at this location. Group limit once per game. Cthulhu, of course, will not be entering this location. It is leaving. It's already aflame. It might come back. You never know. It might. Oh, okay. So that was a free trigger move. I'm going to fast play Trusted on Gret. There we go. I'm going to play Trusted on Gret, which is fast. Reaction, draw a card, play another event from hand. Soothing Melody. Sorry. Soothing Melody, I can either take 3 heals or shuffle it back into my deck. I think we shuffle it back in. And we take 2 heals. 1 for me, and 1 for Red. Ah, perfect. Must bar the windows and the doors to keep me safe, to keep me warm. Life is what I'm fighting for. My life is what I'm fighting for. I think it's the life of all Arkhamites here. I won't let this pull me overboard. Okay, so that was all fast, which is pretty slick. Now, it's time to kick some Cthulhu butt. And if really bad stuff happens, I've had worse. Should I have taken Glimmer? No, it's fine. I do want Glimmer. Can I just attack it without... It doesn't have... Oh, it has Retaliate, right. Okay. So, we're going to try to enrage all parts of it. I'm going to try to enrage its visage. 3 fight. I'm going to fight with the crowbar. Yes, thank you, Crosshair. Yeah, you're right. Which is great, honestly. It's no bad thing. So we go to... what did I just say here? 5 fight, 7 with crowbar, so 7 to 3 against Cthulhu himself. We are now... I want to say... I think I'm going to do another attack, and I won't have the boost from Crosshair. From the crowbar. Crosshair, the crowbar, you know. I think I'm going to keep this for my next attack. Although I might be... That might be a bad thing. We will see. 7 to 3. 7 to 3. Yeah, no, I'm just going to risk it. Exactly. Does it, Flower? Let's go. Hey! Okay, -1. This is good. Marion. Now, I've pulled it off the card where it's stuck. Marion has, again, brought her team down to the partially flooded St. Mary's Hospital, which is also now aflame. She's trying to save people, get them out of the building, and coordinate the response. And in doing so is pissing off Cthulhu himself. After you flip this enemy to the side, discard a card at random from your hand. Right, less good, because of course I'm going to lose my best card. Yep, there he is. I lost I've Had Worse. Very bad news. It's okay. It's okay, I can still heal. Now, if I defeat an enemy, I could Gret for a clue. But I think I know it's maybe a little crazy to keep the... Delia, I don't think I'm saying piss. I mean, I probably am, let's be real. Oh my god. Oh, as in piss it off. Okay. I'm a simple woman. I hear the word piss. I post a gif of a geyser. I don't... Love it. Oh, also, we should take a short break soon. Okay. Am I going to also then... Do I also attack... Because here's my problem. Well, okay, he's enraged now, right? And I think, yeah, if I can flip the wings over as well, then they'll all be enraged, which means I can maybe Dynamite Blast, or I can maybe do whatever else I need to do. Although I don't have money, so that's less good. But if I defeat something, I can get... I also just have... There is just a clue here. Well, Crosshair, here's the thing. Wow. You don't just put it in your mouth hole, Doc. Huh. Incredible. So I agree, Crosshair. Except. It has Patrol. And unlike Hunter is, it's coming for you. Patrol is, it needs to go there. it is going towards the nearest location that can be flooded. Again, I said flooded. Floodette, if you will. Which is downtown. So it can... Yeah! Yeah. It happens at the same time as Hunter. Which it seems a bit weird because what I'm getting a sense of is unless it retaliates, it won't attack me. Yeah. Oh, yes, I see what you're saying. Thelia! Look at that. I love that emote. Now, is that what you're putting in your mouth hole, or is that you stopping yourself from saying anything else? Because don't stop yourself. Just let your freak flag fly, as it were. I have 2 actions left. Am I going to use them to try to... Oh, I was going to say defeat an enemy, but I don't have enough damage, so I can't. So I will try to flip the wings, then heal again? I didn't draw a card from Soothing Melody. That's okay. I forgot it. It's fine. Yeah, I want money is what I actually want. That's okay. Let's do it. Second action, I'm gonna try to flip them wings. Flip them wings. I'm gonna fight Cthulhu's wings. I will exhaust John Raymond LaGrasse to get +3. Oh, so much. That's fine. 8 to 3. Because I'm not gonna. Hang on a second. Am I going to? Maybe I will just keep fighting. Oh! Aha! Now that is bad. Ooh, that is very bad then, because then... So, okay, thank you, Crosshair. Delia, where are you getting all these emotes? I mean, I can tell, but, like, I love it. I love it. No, that's perfect, Crosshair. I'm pretty sure you are correct. Actually, weirdly enough, Patrol is not in here, I don't think. No, it's in the campaign guide. Let's just figure this out real quick. Patrol. Some enemies have the Patrol keyword. Each ready, unengaged enemy with the Patrol keyword moves to a connecting location along the shortest path towards the designated target. Ready, unengaged. Okay, right, because then, yes, that what I understand now. So in the enemy phase, I will get smacked for 2 and 2 currently, and I don't have my thing anymore here. So I am looking for Dynamite Blast. I think that's the play. And he will patrol up towards downtown. So I could move back to the rooftop, but that's dangerous. Oh, thanks. No, perfect. St. Mary's. I could just try to get a clue as well, because I feel like clues might be helpful. Clues might be helpful in getting... Yeah, clues I think are going to be useful in getting me extra damage. And then I'm going to move to Southside and take some damage in horror or whatever. Or do I heal? No. A clue accelerates my damage potential, which is good, so I'm going to do that while I wait to get money and Dynamite Blast back online. Marion is going to see if she can get... Yeah. Rooftop wreck. Yeah, that would be pretty bad. I don't think I can go back to the rooftop. I'm going to see if I can get this clue. Ooh. Yeah, probably, Flower. How exciting. Oh, I see what you're saying. So I could potentially draw it back as long as I had clues and then use this reaction. That'd be pretty slick. That would be pretty slick, dude. All right, so clues then are a big win, I think. 5 to 3? Why didn't I keep my crowbar for this? Who's this diva? I love it, Zelia. I love it. Am I going to have a better chance of getting clues elsewhere? Rivertown. Yeah, and nothing will, as we are well aware. What's the bag? Oh my god. What a fucking nightmare. Alright, 3 up is where I need to be. So I'm going to try to get clues, I guess, from Rivertown. Okay. I know it's a little nuts. I'm going to move. I'm not... Oh, man. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going to move, and then I'm going to heal with Soothing Melody. Is that a Brat Summer chat? Oh, Chat Summer? Brat Chat. Brat Chat Summer. Soothing Melody again. Heal 2 and 2. I'm going to heal a damage from Ruby, now that we know that that's a thing that can happen, and 1 from myself. And then I'm going to draw a card, and then I'm going to put this back, shuffle it back in. It's Dynamite Blast! Pwah, 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 pwah. Now, we don't have any money. But, this is good. I think we're getting somewhere now. Rigged. When the round ends. Okay. Marion takes off towards Southside, remembering, of course... Oh, I really hope not. Flower. You're right! Takes off towards Southside, remembering, of course, that while the location may be mostly underwater, she had a stash hidden on the rooftop of Ma's boarding house, hopefully not yet destroyed. One last cache of grenades and explosives that maybe, just maybe, they can use to do some serious damage to the beast. Enemy phase. Patrollers patrol. Chtullu moves up towards downtown. I cannot flood I cannot F word the... Do you think they noticed? The oh yeah, so much fun. Oh my god. I have to draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck. Notice what? Rising Tide. Oh, very interesting. Decrease the F level of Cthulhu's location, and choose another location with an investigator if able that can have its F level increased, and increase it. Okay, well, the only location that can is the downtown. So, it's now F'd. Quorotas. Welcome to Doomed, Quorotas. Time to butter you up. Welcome to Doomed, Quorotas. Finally, chat is complete. Quorotas is here, everybody. Yay! Oh my god. Thelia. Thelia, did you... Okay, it was like minutes ago that I said, oh, let your freak flag fly. And then minutes later, you've written what I believe... I'm just going to read it cold here. You wrote, line begging peed on and getting totally eefed with a big D. It's been a long time since I've laughed like this. Oh boy. Okie dokie. I got more hearts. Oh. Theological Bear, I think that would be cool. Unfortunately, it's now going to stay at Miskatonic. But that's actually okay, because I now know that I can... Maybe I can, like, flip and Dynamite Blast maybe from the roof? Oh! I can Dynamite Blast from a connecting location. But yes, Thelia, that's exactly like being peed on and getting eefed with a big D. Perfect. Barking? What do you... Oh my god, rough. Oh, my... Okay, alright. Each investigator at a fully flooded location tests Agility X. X is Cthulhu's Rage. If they fail, take a damage or discard a non-story asset they control. That's fine. I'm going to test 4 to 3. Okay. The waters rise, but Marion is faster, climbing arm over leg, I guess, up to the rooftop of Ma's boarding house, where she finally reaches in and wrenches open a rusty lock and sees glorious, glorious dynamite within. We go to upkeep. I'm just going to come around to the investigation phase again and then we will take a quick break because I'm thinking about dynamite, etc. Okay, we upkeep and then I have to take a damage or a horror. We draw into a determined. I need money. I need money for dynamite. It's okay. And then I'm at a fully flooded location, so I take a damage or a horror. I will take a damage on me. It is going to get pretty nasty pretty fast, but that's okay. We go to 1 out of 3 doom. The thing, the kaiju, the beast, known only as the slumbering one, the awakened one, the ancient evil himself, it seems to be attacking the city in no particular order, just destroying whatever it can in any order. Cars being flipped up into the sky, gas lines ruptured, flames leaping out. Marion has her cash and knows what she has to do with it. Congratulations, Celia. I'm actually really happy for you. That's pretty fantastic. We draw... Oh! No! Dreams of Relia! Oh! That's so bad. Ooh, He Who Lies Dreaming is pretty... Chtullu! Chtullu. Are you okay? Looking down into the lockbox of dynamite, Marion turns her gaze back towards the city, where the beast continues to rage. Its 5th eye open wide, searching the city for the Purifier, the only thing that might be able to stop it. That Chtullu. Cute, whoa. And she begins to dream, waking and able to see. But this is very bad. The madness is beginning to envelop her. The Purifier probably went mad. It's probably how she died. Dreams of Relia gives me -1 will and -1 sanity. So I now have 5 sanity. So I have 3 sanity left, which is really, really, really scary. I still have some soak on the board, so as long as I don't take direct horror. The dreams are driving me ever closer to madness. We come back around to the investigation phase. Okay. The plan is keep punching, keep earning cash, throw some dynamite, defeat the beast, and then do it again, you see. I do not mean that, Crosshair. Hey, my beard is still green screened. Okay, team, we're going to take a quick break. Thank you all we're going to take a quick break. Thank you all for being here for this exciting finale as Marion tries to figure out the best way to down an ancient beast. I'm going to down a little protein shake, and we're going to be back in just a moment on Doomed. Tense music abounds. Ooh, welcome back to Doomed. Solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. Today, Marion Tavares, unknowing and unwilling reincarnation of Gret Wagner the Purifier, who defeated Cthulhu's minions once. But can she do it again? Can she drive the beast away from the city of Arkham? Survey says probably not, because this is like quite challenging. And now she's beginning to, of course, also dream of Relia, which is like even scarier. But the plan stands. We need only flip over the wings and then have enough money to use Dynamite Blast, and then we can, just destroy it. We can destroy the creature, which would be great to do. Okay, so I have a turn. We're back. Marion has a plan, which is get the creature to turn towards her so that she can then absolutely smash it into pieces. So my thoughts are, move in, flip the hoary wings, move out, get a clue. Welcome back, Crosshair. I was just re-explaining Marion's plan, which was rush in, distract the beast for a bit, i.e. flip over the wings, then head to Rivertown, grab a clue, get some money so that when it is time, we can just yeet the dynamite in, which I think will be really, really slick. Really cool. I am devastated that I've had worse is in the bin. Because she's had worse, but, you know. Okay. I think this is still the plan. Yeah. Move in with Ruby. At least it's a plop. You're not wrong. Okay. We are now beneath the wings of the massive beast. If she can enrage the creature, then it may just follow her, or at least turn towards her, so that she can then try to destroy it. I think so, Thelia. Yeah. I think Hori here probably doesn't imply what we think it does. Oh, that's the horny wings. Right. They also have little horns on them. Horny wings. First action. I'm going to try to flip those wings with Legrasse. Your ass is Legrasse. According to that meme. According to that meme. Okay. So fight 5, 8 to 3. 8 combat. 8 to 3. Marion basically tries to sneak up on the creature and then directs Legrasse to open fire on it in an attempt to get it pissed. I said pissed again. That time I said it. I'm 5 up. -1, reveal another token. -4 total. This is good. Yeah, probably. Probably, right? Okay. Success. After you flip this enemy to this side, draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck. Well, let's hope that this is not bad. I don't know what it's going to do, but Legrasse and the rest of the Arkham police force, again, just open fire and rain bullets on this thing as the Miskatonic University begins to crumble around them. Marion is hoping to draw its ire enough that she can then lob the projectile she needs and destroy the creature again. Ruthless charge. Oh no! Oh, this is bad. Oh, no. Each investigator at Cthulhu's location discards a card from hand at random. All right. Absolutely infuriating, but I'm going to do it manually rather than hitting the discard 1 button because I don't trust the discard 1 button. It's a coin flip. I swear to God, Flower. Yeah, Crosshair, they're all in play. I didn't see what the others were, so. Oh, okay. Determined goes in the bin. Okay, the coin flip. Thank you for shuffling one last time. If the Fierce Visage is in play, Cthulhu attacks the investigator with the highest... Oh, Cthulhu Fierce Visage attacks me. It attacks me. It does a horror. I'm going to put it on Legrasse, because he's the one doing the attacking, right? What's the last one do? Oh, God. The investigator with the highest combat must test combat X. X is Cthulhu's rage. If they fail, the claw also will smash down and try to attack them. Okay. Yeah, fine. God. I'm so off. I need to draw cards, man. I need to keep this dynamite blast safe. I must test combat 3. I have 5. I'm just gonna test it. I'm gonna be mad if I fail. I succeed. I can't believe it. This is insane. As the police unload into the beast once more, it roars, enraged, as Marion takes off towards Rivertown. I've already used the ability on this. It has once per game, which is too bad, because I'd love to DF something. But I will try to get this clue, because I think a clue will be useful in the future, as opposed to money, because next turn I can take money. Yeah, I'm going to try to get a clue. I feel like this is good, because then I can also use Gret to get more clues, which I think will be useful. Horrible little protein shake, but I ain't taking a break for lunch. I'm here for your entertainment and saving Arkham. I'm gonna use the crowbar to investigate Rivertown. This is Marion. So Marion, after having enraged the beast, has rushed back off to the ruined section of Arkham's Rivertown, where she is attempting to find enough elevation that she can lob what is essentially a large Molotov cocktail at the beast. I'm investigating at 5 to 2. Okay, and get a clue. Enemy phase. Oh my. Yeah, exactly, Crosshair. Look, she's the Purifier, okay? She knows that she must survive. I think, honestly, she's probably thinking the cops are mostly disposable. A little gross. The horny wings aren't high enough, I think is what's happening here, Thelia. That's right. They aren't. She's not high enough up to dive onto the horny wings. Oh, God. Okay. Enemy phase. Chtullu. Chtullu will F up Miskatonic University. Then, I draw the top card of the Chtullu deck. This is maybe where it's going to get really fucked, but we're going to see. That is actually quite bad. This chaos is what I needed. Happy Saturday! Happy... Chaoser Day! Chaos today! Chaos today! Can someone write Chaos Saturday in the chat? It's going to work as a portmanteau. I just don't know how to pronounce it. Chaos Tarday. Resolve. Thank you, Crosshair. See, it looks great. It's a great portmanteau. Resolve Cthulhu's patrol keyword an additional time. That actually kind of sucks. Oh! Aww! Hold up. Yeah, Chow Saturday. Chow Saturday. Patrol nearest location that can be F'd. That's none. So it does not patrol. Okay. Huh. Then, the other two are... the last one is choose an investigator at its location. Chaos Turd A. Yeah. You gotta be... well, you gotta pronounce it Chaos Saturday, right? Not Turd Day. Well... if the Fierce Visage is in play, this is very bad. I must test Willpower 3. If I fail, the Fierce Visage will deal me a horror, which, as we've established, is not good. I only have 1 Willpower, so I'm just going to take this on the chin and just, hope to not get too... Okay, I must take a horror. I'm going to put it on Andy, who's doing a lot less for me these days than I would like. I agree, Flower. I think the generosity here is because it's so long Cha-osa turd. sounds like a Jar Jar phrase, yeah. Yes, you're right. I gotta not say chaos turd. I gotta instead say chaos Saturday. There we go. All right, hurricane force winds. Blowing down everything. I do not have to do the last test because I'm not at Cthulhu's location. That's true. Actually, that's quite true. All right, upkeep. Hold up. Am I out of music? Hell yeah. Music. Upkeep. We draw a card, we gain a resource. Another copy of Crowbar. And because we are at a fully flooded, effed location, I must take a damage or a horror. Okay, this is real. This is gonna start to add up pretty fast. I see the issue now. Woof. Oh boy, I'm gonna need some of that healing. You got any more of that healing juice? Thelia, it is. I am working overtime. Sorry, I'm not working overtime. It's Saturday. I'm working 9 to 5. So, not literally, figuratively. It's true. That is a risk I'm willing to take, Crosshair. Welcome back, Theological Bear. We have found a cache of dynamite on the roof of Ma's boarding house where we were staying. Have now pissed off, enraged, all of Cthulhu, and we're getting ready to lob it. 2 out of 3 Doom. Boomsticks! Hiya! Ah, classic Cthulhu Patagon. Wow. Wow, Thelia. It is miraculous. Yeah, it's a bit strange. Yeah, I did! Pissed off or pissed on? I'm not a 9 to 5, but I do get 40 hours. And I get about 12 people done a day. 12 a day? Thelia, really? Damn. I go to a barber who, not to overgeneralize too much, but barbers tend to just be doing like quick cuts for most of the people that come through their doors, as opposed to like hairstylists who are styling and coloring, etc. I'm sure that my barber can move like a ton of people in a day. She's also only open like 6 hours a day, 3 days a week. I don't know what else she does. Anyway, Cthulhu Patagon. Test Combat 3. If you fail. 2 horror. Oh, yeah. Crosshair. I am making a pretty broad assumption. And that's also true, Flower. I think she has another location. My hairdresser. Or my barber, not Thelia. Okay. Either take 2 horror or deal a direct damage to me. Okay. I'm at 5 to 3. Okay. Woof. I'm pushing for 20. Does 2 hands. It's 2 pianos, 4 hands, but it's 2 pianos, 4 heads. Sorry, 2 pianos? 2 pianos, 4 hands, aka 2 hands, 4 heads. I'm gonna commit this crowbar to be 3 up on Cthulhu Patagon. A man accosts Marion as she's trying to clamber up onto a rooftop, seeking a good vantage point. He's screaming something in an alien language she does not understand. I was 3 up. Success. Fantastic. All right, we're back. Now, let's make sure I can actually do this. Dynamite Blast says, choose either your location or a connecting location. Deal 3 damage to each enemy and investigator at that location. They all have X health, where X is Cthulhu's Rage, which is currently 3. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Theo, I saw the note and I didn't actually register what you were saying. They absolutely do. Thelia is correct. They're phasing out a little bit. But I read up on this one day, and if you asked me a trivia question about it, I might be able to answer, but I don't remember now the history of why barbers have the sort of candy cane stripe sign. I think it's Hermes staff thing. And yeah, Saren's right. Like, a lot of them do still have it for nostalgia's sake. Damn, Theo. I don't know if I would let a drunken barber near my head. I agree, Flower, and we don't... pharmacists, yes, agreed, yes, same people, probably. Okay, so... am I gonna money up twice so that I can then play Glimmer? I think that's the play. Because I could also defeat it, it will respawn, and then I could go in and punch the doomed side one. Dr. Barber Surgeon. Yeah! Arkham Librarian, I think it was that. I feel like it was something else. Oh, okay. Wow, Theological Bear, can you imagine? Hey, I was actually really hoping that you could... Oh, he's already started. I see, alright. Short it is, I guess. Okay. So I need to take at least one resource before I can blow up the beast. My thought is as follows. If I blow up the beast, it will then respawn, I can't remember where. And then if I can flip over the doom side, I'll again save myself the doom. I might not be a therapist, but I am definitely a hairapist. A hairapist being a therapist for hair, someone who helps hair, I presume. Hi, Osab, also welcome to Doomed. I know you've been here the whole time. Thank you for having Annika type some things into chat. Help me. I think he's saying kiss me. Kiss me. Blow that beast up. Incredible, Theological Bear. Unbelievable. Your village sounds insane. Crosshair, I'm not sure why you said help me, but I'm ready to find out. Thinking, will it reset the agenda? Probably not. That's why I should get paid the big bucks. Oh! Guys, I'm not finishing this scenario, am I? We have Druker at 3 o'clock. I don't have time for this. Oh. That is true, Thelia. I know it's a bit of a stereotype, but you're absolutely correct. When you're just, like, sitting and someone's working on your head, some people like to chat. Some people are extroverts. Helping one's heirs is also generally smiled upon. Is that the opposite of frowned upon? No, Flower, it's not. Keep the jokes a-comin'. Taking a resource. Aha! Bloodletters. Ugh! I'm thinking... Yeah, I think we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I really want Glimmer back. How badly do I want it back? Because the other option is that I might draw another copy of Soothing Melody. Why isn't the doctor a beekeeper full-time then? Oh, I'm sure he is. Unbelievable, dude. That is true. You know, if you go back and watch, I did stream The Gathering, but Dunwich and Carcosa? Just Dunwich. I think just Dunwich was recorded, and like those scenarios fly by. All right, Marion, are you throwing the dynamite or are you taking your resources? If I take the resources, I'll have one action left, which I could fast move and I could punch it, but then I would be taking a bunch of attacks because I won't be able to get out. So we're not doing that. Is it more important to have Glimmer or to... No, it's more important to have actions. I don't know what the Alchemist is, Theological Bear. I do like shitpost stories, though. Dynamite blast! Yeet, 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 yeet. Boom! Marion, having pushed a cultist off of the rooftop that she was standing upon, watches as the beast knocks down part of the Orne Library, Miskatonic University's oldest library. She lights the end of her massive hunk of dynamite and begins to swing. Exactly, Thelia. Gotta. If you don't edge, you don't get to a climax. You know what I mean? Sorry. Let me rephrase that. I do want to rephrase it, but I don't want to make it less dirty. What I'm trying to say is, if you don't edge, you get to the edge faster. Hang on. If you don't edge, you go off the edge faster. Okay. Oh, so they were still very long. Okay, well, I talked a lot, I guess. We're going to throw the dynamite in, and I'm going to do 3 damage to each enemy. They all go in the victory display. Right, exactly, Thelia. Which sometimes is very good, I would say. When the round ends. Okay, so I actually couldn't do the Doom thing anyway. This is fine. So I should have taken another resource. I defeated an enemy. I'm going to grab a clue at a connecting location. Ooh! That's so good! So Theological Bear, you weren't here a couple weeks ago, I was talking about this. I'm currently reading / audiobook listening to the complete works of H.P. Lovecraft, because I realized I hadn't, and I love Poe, and obviously I like eldritch horror, so I was like, I should. And like, holy crap. As discussed earlier on the stream, you know, Lovecraft was racist even for its time. It's pretty bad news. However, I'm currently in the middle of the Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath, and it is dope as hell. Well, yeah, of course, Thelia. But sometimes you do want that. However, I am very excited now to hear about The Alchemist, because holy crap, I'm going to read the F out of that. Okay, we get a clue. I played an event so I can draw another card and play another event from hand! It's Soothing Melody. I'm going to heal a damage and a horror off of me, and then shuffle it back in. Well, sometimes, but what about the guitar? Very good. Very good. Uh-oh. Saren, I think... Hard taco. What the fuck? Theological Bear. What are you on about? I love it. That's so good. Okay, great. Wowzers. Okay. So we threw the dynamite, played another event. Can I get somewhere that will keep me safe? Yes. Dolphins, of course. I'm going to fast move with Ruby. I think, as Yoda famously said, fear can lead to anger and anger can lead to hate, right? Theological Bear. And hate leads to the dark side. Dude, I do not want to even think about that flower, honestly. Okay. So, I've moved up to the rooftops, the eastern rooftops. I can't advance the act until the end of the round, annoyingly. I will porpoisely. Unbelievable. Do I draw? No, because I'm going to draw a weakness. I'm going to investigate my location with the... Well, it doesn't matter if I use the crowbar or not. What are the bad things? Don't do anything. I'm going to use the crowbar to investigate my location and try to get a clue. Oh, I could have moved to Easttown as well. I'm going to move to Easttown and get the clue here. Not yet, Crosshair. So, annoyingly, the objective is when the round ends, if they're all in the victory display advance. So I can't... Annoyingly, I can't actually do any raging up or whatever yet. That would be pretty sick. Alright. Marion, having lobbed her dynamite clump across through the air, watches as it sails directly into the fierce visage of the creature itself. The beast explodes in a torrent of flame, howling as it stumbles back, smashing up against the rooftops to the west, and then slumping to the ground. She knows she's going to... She can tell in her heart of hearts that this is not yet over, and dashes off into Easttown. to try to find another rooftop to take shelter on. I'm going to investigate here 5-2 with the crowbar. Okay. It's a tentacle, but that's okay. I think that's all right. I'm going to move up to the eastern rooftops with my last action. 0 resources. 2 clues. And of course, we've now defeated the beast once more, which is no bad thing. Honestly, Theological Bear, anger, poop, you know, is it a raging clue? It is. Hang on. Hang on, Thelia. Look, we all have raging horny wings sometimes, okay? In the enemy phase, Cthulhu has nowhere to go. So sad. So I will draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck, and I will hope that nothing too bad happens. Ha 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 ha! Dread Sight. None of the Cthulhus are in play. So I'm going to take this as a big win right now. Basically, the explosion was so massive that it basically downed the creature for a time. This is really good because the next phase is going to be very difficult for me to deal with. That's okay. That's okay. Dread Sight doesn't fire. None of the Cthulhus are in play. This is great news. So, it may be looking dreadfully upon Marion, but she is, for the moment, safe. We go to upkeep. I draw Gret Wagner, level 3. If I had money, I would... You really exploded there, huh? If I had... Oh. Turn that music down a little bit. If I had more money, I'd play... Oh, we talked about this. You can't play over Gret with another Gret. I don't have any regrets, though. Yeah, Flower. Very, very strange. Okay. It is now the end of the round. The Ancient Menace continues his rampage. Your attempts to draw his attention appear to be working. Perhaps if you hold out long enough, you can drive him out of Arkham. If only for now. Return each Cthulhu enemy in the victory display to its place on the board, non-enraged side face up. Yeah, oh god, Thelia, you gotta, again, we take it to the edge as long as we can. Increase Cthulhu's rage by 1. If it is 4 or less, flip it back to 1A. Alright, we are now in a very scary spot, but we are at, oh, and I advance the act. I release the Elder Sign and I discard Hope Fades, because Hope is returning! Hope is returning! So now it's got 4 fight, and I still have to flip each one over before I can deal it 4 damage. Ooh! Arkham Librarian, thank you so much for that recommendation. I really appreciate that. I am going to go right ahead and put that in my to-read list, which I have here. It's off camera. Obviously, you can't see it. Did you say to walk in shadows? And then I'm going to reread what you actually wrote. She walks in shadow. Thank you. Because I think I don't think the genre should be off limits to a gender of people. And I will want a palate cleanser. I am, as I said before, I'm quite enjoying the Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath, just because it's so strange. It's like alternately bucolic and lovely and charming, and then like horrible underground ghasts and ghouls and gugs. She walks in on shadow. Now that's very different. All right. Mythos phase. Here we go. We go to 3 out of 3 Doom. Move Cthulhu to the nearest fully F'd location that is not ruined. Decrease its F level. Nearest location that is not ruined. Decrease. Flip. Sorry. Discard the clues and attachments and ruin it. Okay. Miskatonic University is now ruined, partially because of the explosions of dynamite and partially because of Marion's... Yeah, partially because of Marion's efforts and partially because the beast has returned. Real bad day to be a student. Honestly, again, Theological Bear, basically every day. Terrible day to be a student at Miskatonic. If there are 7 ruined locations in play, otherwise, place clues on each revealed location without victory up to its clue value. I can get a clue back on... Oh, just Riverton. Oh. Uh-oh. Delia. Delia. Oh! Damn. Damn, Chtullu. She looking fine. Love that. Okay. Save. What do we got? Yeah. Okay. Shuffle a set-aside spawn into the encounter deck along with the encounter discard pile. Now I'm getting scared of star spawns as well. Flip this agenda. Okay. Marion can see the beast rear back, stumbling to its feet. Its wings have been reduced to tatters. Its claws have scorch marks. And yet the beast appears to be fueled by nothing more than cold rage as it brings a foot down and destroys the university in one fell swoop. Dark water invades every corner of the prestigious institution, drowning out decades of research and ruining countless precious tomes. Surely it wouldn't do something that bad to me, right? Let's go ahead and draw our encounter card for the round. Oh no, it's the fog! I'm on the rooftop every time! It's gonna get me on the rooftops! Shit. Okay, well this is a bit less bad now. Test intellect or... Yep, spill that tea. Oh no! Yep, the farts rise. So, I guess as the beast gets furious, it, it rage farts a little bit, and the corrosive fog is probably gonna kill a lot of people. The test intellect or combat 4. I will commit Gret to this. Rage farts. I'm scared, Theological Bear. I'm going to test intellect 4. I have 5 intellect, 6, 7 to 4. It's the best I can do. Oh! Reveal another token! Oh! Don't fuck this up for me, man. No, 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 the fog. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Okay, I was at 7 to 4, so now I'm down to 5. Elder sign? Okay, literally. No, it's okay, we did it. Literally. As Andy leans out over the edge of the eastern rooftops, another cloud of this noxious gas starts to rise up. She watches as his arm begins to melt away, and she reaches out and pulls him away from the edge just as the cloud passes up above beyond his face. So I succeed. That is insane. Okay, I have no events, no money. Do I just draw cards? Oh, yes, thank you. Wait. No, I didn't. No, it was, it's if you fail. If you fail after the test resolves, draw the top card. And I succeeded. Baby. Now, I don't know how I succeeded, I'll be honest with you. That's a bit insane. Thelia, I am right there with you. I mean, they're not my spirit animals, but the caterpillar with the hookah is pretty sweet. That's why I'm the best, Flower. Just kidding. Okay, folks. I think we can do it. We just have to attack each of Cthulhu's 3 parts again and do 4 damage to each against a 4 combat enemy. I need events. I need damage events. And clues. I could move. Yes, Crosshair, you are correct. I could fight or evade it. That's a good point. My combat's a little better than my evasion. Oh, I see. Yeah, so something like cunning distraction, is it? Evade all enemies at your location. Would flip all of them. Wow, that's really good. The best actor that is Canadian-based and plays Arkham on stream under the moniker Bit the Hey. Now, Flower, I know you're trying to be diplomatic, but I think we can safely say I'm probably the best Canadian Arkham streamer who is also an actor. I think we can... God. Scott from the Mythos Busters is going to be like, hey, you fuck. Oh, I'm sorry. Famously also Canadian. All right. We're back. I do not know what to do. If I can draw it to St. Mary's, I can do damage to it. That would be pretty sweet, actually. Or move down, draw 3 cards on South Side, continue on to the hospital. If I draw 3, am I going to get myself into a position where I've drawn weaknesses? Yes, probably. But I think we need cards and we need clues, and I think we can then use the clues to turn that into damage against Chtullu. But we need to make Chtullu... we have to enrage it first. Okay. Free trigger, move down to South Side. First action, draw 3 cards. Well, Crosshair, I'm thinking maybe the Chtullu deck will be like, have it come towards you. I think that's kind of my only plan. I don't have any other options. No, because it's not going to patrol. Yeah, weirdly enough, it no longer patrols, right? Because it only patrols to the nearest location that can be... Show him the Nurse Chtullu. Draw 3? Holy shit! What a disaster. Oh, God. Okay, well, I drew 3. That sounds about right. Oh, God. Okay, so venturing back through... Yeah, correct, Theological Bear. Thank you for checking / being invested. I really appreciate y'all being invested in the stream. The ruined locations, Miskatonic University Northside, Rivertown, and St. Mary's, all say cannot be fully effed. So they are all partially effed. So it doesn't count as nearest that can be effed. Not after he sees Nurse Chtullu. That's true. That's true, because it doesn't... Yes, this is correct from Zoe, right? Zoe's cross doesn't work on massive enemies because they just are engaged with you. They do not become engaged with you. So weird. All right. I now have 2 actions remaining. Ideally, I would get the heck out of Southside. But how much do I care about the 13th vision? I care a lot about it, actually. So this is obviously the dreams of Relia are turning into visions faster than Marion can control them. And she sees flashes through her mind of the city immersed in water, and then suddenly far, far beneath the ocean, the green turning to blue, turning to black, as the oceans swell up and rise over the entire continent, and then the world. I think I'm just going to double action, discard 13th vision. Yeah, I think that's going to piss me off a lot. Feels like a waste, but it is what it is. Okay, and I now have a copy of Glimmer in my hand. Very nice. I know, Crosshair, you're checking in on patrol. I don't believe there's any way to... This! Correct. That's right, Theory. Great. Okay. And Yeah, that sounds right to me, Crosshair. Which seems weird because now it's just sitting around town waiting. I mean, it's not sitting around. It is like actively destroying buildings, waiting to ruin yet another part of the city. South side is pretty close. So it's going to sit at the university for now. However, oh, sorry. Yeah. So at the end of the enemy phase, increase the F level at its location. It can't. I will draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck. This is where it starts to get a little scary. Oh, the Eldritch Call sounds like a foghorn mixed with the madness of a musician, or a musician going mad. Fuck! Yeah, he's just hitting Jeremiah Arkham's statue over and over. If there are no investigators at Cthulhu's location, discard this card, draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck. I'm not even going to bother reading the rest. That is true, Flower. Oh, hi, Graspy Loot. Welcome. I say. I say, is this Arkham here flooded yet? Hi, Graspy Loot. Welcome to Doomed. Graspy Loot, you will be chuffed to hear that the actual play, the play of the game went off without a hitch. Move in, enrage the 3 different Cthulhus, move out, lob some dynamite, 3 damage each, clear it. Amazing. We're now on to Rage 4, which means, in theory, I have to enrage the 3 enemies again, so flip each one by successfully fighting or evading, and then do 4 damage each. Okay, I doubted myself a little bit, honestly, and I think I'm probably going to run out of gas before that, but we will fight to the end, because the more of them that I can take out, and petit doute, the more I can take out, the less scary they all become. If the wings are in play, discard a card at random if you're at the location. I'm not. If the Fierce Visage is in play, it attacks the investigator with the highest will at my location. If no attack was made, yuck, the investigator with the highest willpower, that's 1 willpower, that's me, draws the top card of the encounter deck. It cannot be canceled, and it gains Surge. And then I'm also just checking the last one does not fire either because Wicked Claw cannot attack me. So I will draw the top card of the encounter deck. Loses Surge, yeah. I said gains, didn't I? Yeah, loses. That's okay. Okay. These are not too bad, honestly. So it's the creature, it can sort of meld and shape its own flesh as it stretches out across the city, searching for things that it can submerge underwater. Une petite wizard! Wizard of the old ones. So, place a doom. Increase the F level of my location. I can't. Take a damage or a horror. It's starting to get a little scary, I'll be honest with you, but I still have some, you know, stuff left. I still have some, like... But do I place a doom? No, I really don't think that's a good idea. 1, 2, 3 locations left to be ruined. I don't think I can take that chance. I think I have to take the damage or the horror. I will put a horror on Mr. Legrasse. Because your ass is Legrasse. It is, in fact, or, which is insane, Theological Bear. Normally, this card would say and, if this were any other campaign. Petit sorcier des anciens. They really are. Thelia, they've been slumbering for I don't know how long. And I know me, when I wake up from a long slumber. Honestly, I just have to pee. I mean... Okay, I have nothing else to say. God, this is going to be the horniest VOD on my channel. And I'm streamed with the Dr. Surgeon. In action. In action! Gross. Okay. What I'm not a fan of is that I'm still at a F'd location. So I have to upkeep. I choose to upkeep into True Awakening. Hell yeah. It really is. Go out and destroy a city. Bussin'! Bussin'! It really is, Crosshair. Actually, I don't think that is on my channel. What ends up as a VOD on my channel is really touch and go, guys. We go to 1 out of 3 Doom. The beast continues to punch the statue of Jeremiah Arkham at Miskatonic University. It is perhaps... It seems to be in a holding pattern, Legrasse states flatly to Marion. Marion knows better. It's not in a holding pattern. It's waiting for her. Yeah, 1 out of 3 doom. And we draw an encounter card. Arkham under assault. I love this art. This art is on the front of the Drowned City box. Each investigator tests willpower X. Okay. So willpower 4. If 1 or more investigators fail, draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck. Well, I could commit a willpower and a wild icon. Yeah, basically. Crosshair, yeah. I fail this, I draw a card. It's like draw the top card of the encounter deck. It's another one of these. I draw it, you know. I don't want to like drop a clue or whatever, but I'm not going to succeed, so I'll just go ahead and draw. I only failed by 4. Draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck. Oh, did I take the damage or the horror from my location? I didn't. I meant to. I took the horror from the encounter card. Thank you. I'm going to take a horror and put it on... I don't want to lose Ruby. It's okay. I'm going to do this. I'm putting the damage on Ruby. Ruby standoffish, more like. Oh yeah, draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck. Fun. Eldritch Call. Oh, it really is an infinite loop. If there are no investigators at its location, discard this and draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck. Pachow! Psychic Rebuke. If there are no Cthulhu enemies in the victory display, discard this card and draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck. Ew! Oh, I am so glad I didn't see this earlier. Psychic Rebuke tests will, and if you fail, one of the enemies returns enraged side face up, but still. I get to discard this and draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck. Seismic Stomp. If there are no investigators at Cthulhu's location, discard this card and... I'm going through the whole deck here, guys. Dread Sight. Here we go. Okay. So. I'm just looking through it really quickly. The 5th eye of Cthulhu opens and spotlights a massive beam of horrible eldritch light, I guess. What do I do here? On south side. All right, a number of things are going to happen. Test agility 4. If I fail, take a damage or a horror. I'm going to do that first. And I am going to commit the glimmer to this, because I think I'm going to get them back. So I'm at 6 to 4. A little sad, but that's okay. It's fine. We did it. Then, we're not at Cthulhu's location. If the Wicked Claw is in play, either lose an action, it attacks each investigator at its location, which I can't choose because it wouldn't fire, or I take a direct horror. Do I lose an action or take a horror? Famous last words. I can afford to take a horror. Marion's blood runs cold as the 5th eye... Right away, Saren Zero! Marion's blood runs cold as the spotlight from the beast rests upon her. She looks up towards it. Somehow both blinded and able to see the creature's fierce visage entirely as she makes her plan. Okay. We're back around to us. I have clues. I also have True Awakening, which is pretty sick. My plan is as follows. Move in, do some fighting, head to St. Mary's. Because if we can draw it to St. Mary's, then we'll do some damage to it, which would be really good, I think. We also managed to rescue some people from the hospital, which I'm not mad at. Probably a good idea. Free trigger, move in, True Awakening. Draw cards, clues. And then we fight maybe with an event or John Raymond I would take these back to hand. Ruby, let's move in. Let's see what the ruined university holds. Marion is ready to charge straight into battle against the beast. It is far too large to be destroyed. Yeah, please, Theological Bear. Is that a reference to LARPs or just orange slices in general? But yes, please. 5 shroud, 1 clue. Oh. Well, actually, this might be useful later. Choose and discard up to 3 cards with intellect icons from your hand. For each card discarded this way, heal a horror from an investigator or ally asset at the university. Both, right? Okay. I've moved in. My first action will be to awaken my true self. Crosshair, I'm not sure if you were here when it was pointed out, but Flower pointed out. Parasitic transformation is a bit of a... Gross art, sorry everyone. It's a bit of a weird card in this scenario in particular. Because it says after an enemy engages you, place a doom on it. But massive enemies don't engage you. They just are engaged with you. Congratulations. This ruling exists because of things like Zoe's Cross and stuff, where you can't just... You don't just become engaged with them, so there's no timing point for Zoe's Cross. It's just, they just are engaged with you. So this doesn't fire, which is fantastic. And I suppose it makes sense, too, because Chtullu doesn't care what's in my blood and body. First action will be to awaken my true self. I'm going to discover a clue at my location. Chtullu isn't Jesus. Are we sure? Huh. A hazard. Why is it a hazard? What the hell? And then I do want to heal, but I'm gonna draw instead. So draw 2 cards. I'll do it myself. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear it, Thelia. I would eat a veggie bun in a heartbeat, but I know a lot of non-veggie vegan folks probably would be less happy about that. Okay. I drew 2 cards. One of them is I'll do it myself. I will then use my reaction. I'm going to do it. Draw a card. Play an event. I will do this. I have to take a horror. But I'm going to return all 3 copies of A Glimmer of Hope to my hand. I have to take a horror. I will put it on Gret, who has an extra sanity because she's trusted. I trust my previous self. Yeah. Theological Bear, like some really like slow roasted, like caramelized shiitake mushrooms with like cabbage and carrot and some sort of soy glaze. Be delicious. Okay. That's one action. The action was awaken myself and then gain a glimmer of hope. I don't know, Crosshair. What's the difference between vegetables and meat in dough? That sounds delicious, Theological Bear. I make a mean tofu butter chicken. You can't veggie buns. We'll be right back. Okay. My last action will be to move. So that means my next action will be to fight. What do I want to flip? I think I want to flip Cthulhu's Fierce Visage, because this is the one that... Oh, yeah, of course. 100%. I mean, it's from online, Theological Bear, so I'll yeah. Do send me a message on Discord or tag me in... Liz's channel is the one where we talk about food mostly, but tag me in my channel on Discord and I'll pass it along. I love it. Okay. I'm gonna fight Cthulhu's Fierce Visage and enrage it, because its flip side is the discard a card at random, so that's okay. I could also just free trigger discard all 3 copies of A Glimmer to get rid of this again. Is that crazy? It's a little crazy. Maybe I want to do it. Let's fight. 5, 7. No, fuck it. 5, 9 with Legrasse 11 with the crowbar? Hop! Kamehameha. Marion's gonna try to grab its attention. -1. Reveal another token. -2. We got it. Discard a card at random from your hand. This is obviously the scare. Yeah, right. Yes, correct, Flower. Which maybe is what I want to do here. Boom. What did I just do? Discard a card at random from your hand. Okay, Glimmer. Well, it says you get +X skill value where X is Cthulhu's Rage. Oh, sorry, yes. Weirdly enough, not a deep one. Should be. Isn't. Should be. Isn't. An ancient one. Yeah, no, you're not remembering it. I mean, you are remembering it wrong, but it does make a lot of sense to me. I'm gonna free trigger discard. I'll do it myself by discarding 3 events from my hand, Lucky and the other copies of Glimmer. I know it's a bit wasteful, but I really don't want that when I have to do damage. Now, I have an action remaining. I could use this action to just knock Cthulhu's Fierce Visage out entirely. Oh, no, sorry. I can't do that, actually, Flower. The free triggered ability on the act says, during an attack at your location, spend a clue. It deals +1 damage. Max once per attack. So you cannot stack them in that way. Saren is correct. Look, guys. I don't want to try to convert you to a plant-based lifestyle, but Saren's correct. All the horniest emotes are the veggies, huh? So I could attack it once, but I think instead I'm just going to run. I'm gonna run. The plan being, the Theological Bear. I absolutely understand, especially, well, not especially, but presumably where you live is like a real dairy bowl, so to speak, in certain parts of Europe and certain parts of North America as well. Cheese. Delicious. I do have a Vicious Blow. I think I'm gonna... Do I enrage all sides of it first? No, I'm gonna have to take some attacks. It's just gonna be what it is. So how much do I care about taking attacks? Oh yeah, totally. Okay, I get that. Hey man, pork, not so bad. Do I just try to defeat one enemy? Oh, I used John Raymond LaGrasse. So now I'm fighting at like 5. Because I'm an idiot. Why did I use both? Oh, I was so stupid. Okay, we move away. We move away so as not to take any damage or horror. As I get my stuff together again. Okay. Enemy phase. Cthulhu does not patrol. Oh, that's fun. That does make sense, Theological Bear. I like that. You know what? Good stuff. I want to visit a big chunk of Central Europe, and I feel like Europe's not... I was going to say it's not big. It's very big, but how far is it really? You know? It'll be fine. I cannot F the university anymore, so to speak. So I will draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck, and I will breathe through it. Ugh! Yuck! 5th Eye. Put this card into play next to the agenda deck. When the investigation phase ends... Oh yeah? Okay, cool. Flower, I think you're just trying to use that to keep me away. No, that's... I honestly, I totally buy that. Whoa, that's loud. Sorry. When the investigation phase ends, place a doom on an enemy on the Cthulhu board with no doom on it. Okay. So that means next round I'm going to try to piss off the claw. Just saying. The 5th Eye turns once more and targets Marion. We go to upkeep. A melody. How melodious. It's actually going to be really helpful, I think. I'm scared. We go to 2 out of 3 Doom. The beast seems to be in a holding pattern, waiting for the final fight between Gret, the Purifier, Marion, and Chtullu. We draw an encounter card, Domination. Place a Doom on the agenda. It can cause the agenda to advance. No thanks. Discard 2 cards or lose an action. I guess it was 2 turns ago, Crosshair. It's at the... He will at when the agenda flips. Where are you at reads an awful lot like you up, which I think is hilarious. Oh, right before Easter, eh? Okay, perf. Yes, so Crosshair, when the agenda flips, i.e. next round, it's going to go and destroy Southside. So I think I'm going to try to piss off its claws. Totally. All right, Domination. I'm going to lose an action. I don't like it, but I'm doing it. The eye freezes Marion in place. She manages to shake it off, realizing that it is preparing a massive leap, spring, and destruction. Yeah, it's not bad, eh, Crosshair? Like, it's gonna come down to the wire, for sure, but, like, we're okay. Okay, 2 actions. Move in, piss off the claw, move out, heal, and then play Glimmer, and then maybe get a clue? That seems pretty good. Because I'm, like... Yeah. Because what am I doing here? Yeah, like, this is the thing, right? It's like... And well, Flower, I was going to say, in 3 or 4 player, it's asking you to do that 4 times, because it starts at 1. But, like, in 4 player, this is a lot. This is a lot less. It's asking a lot left. It's true, Crosshair. I think it removes it from the game rather than ruining it, but we will find out. Because what I don't want is to get caught at its location and have to take a shit ton of damage and horror. So I think I'm going to soothe myself. I'm going to heal a damage and a horror. I'm going to draw a card from it, and then it shuffles back in. Okay. And then I'm going to use the reaction to draw a card. Okay, I will place that in a moment and play Glimmer of Hope. Lurker in the Dark spawns at any connecting location. That actually makes things... That makes things a bit tougher. I'm going to put it here? No, I'm going to put it... Ah, shit, it's all connected. I mean, that would be pretty dope, actually. Oh, but it's going to hunt, though. And I can't... Like, I can't force it to stay there. Because it's going to hunt. If I go there, and then if it gets wrecked, then obviously I also die, fighting the Lurker in the Dark, which would be thematic. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, actually, easy. Okay. Because I could also move in and attack. Sweeping Kick would do 1 damage. So annoying. Okay. Oh! I could sweep and Vicious Blow, but I should be trying to kill Chtullu. Yeah, that's... It's, like, absolutely insane to not want to do that. That's true. Risky for wrecking, I agree. If I move to Southside... Actually, I think that's the play. If I move to Southside, then the Lurker can't get me, and Chtullu will come in and wreck Southside. and attack, and then I'll be at its location, ready to pummel. I think that's the play. Last action, before I use Ruby to move, I'm going to investigate my location. I have 5 intellect, 5 to 3. How important are these glimmers? Let's go 6. 6 to 3. Investigating St. Mary's. To try to grab a clue here. 6 to 3. Okay. Oh, that's not very nice. Free trigger with Ruby, I'm going to move. Is it during your turn? If there are no ready enemies at your location. Oh, but I can't. If the lurker hunts in, then there will be. So I will move myself over to outside. Enemy phase. Hunter's hunt. The lurker in the dark slithers down into St. Mary's Hospital, searching for something to satiate its hunger. Chtullu cannot patrol anywhere, to my understanding. So, I will draw the top card of the Chtullu deck. Oh, and I have to place a doom on an enemy on the Chtullu board. Oh, look, some immobilized snacks. Uh-oh. Okay. Each investigator at Chtullu's location discards a card at random. Resolve its patrol keyword an additional time. I have resolved it. So weird. The investigator with the highest will tests Will X. Ugh. Either take a horror or choose and discard a non-story asset. That might be... honestly might be Crowbar at this point. Willpower 4. I have 1 willpower. Like, go to jail. I'm not... This is awful. All right, let's test it. I mean, what's my elder sign? +1? So if I commit both glimmers, I'll be 5 to 4. It's fine. Yeah, I would have. That's -4. Okay. I must either, his fierce visage directs a massive gale towards me, take a horror, or choose and discard a non-story asset I control. Can I afford a horror? I really don't know if I can, to be honest. I'm going to discard the crowbar. Insanity. That's probably a bad move. Well, we'll see. We'll see if I regret that soon. Okay. And then, Claw. If Chtullu did not move via his patrol keyword, it attacks each investigator at its location. It's a good point, Flower. If you... where is Soothing Melody? Yeah, they do, exactly. And I think, if I'm not mistaken... I'm just checking the wording. Oh. Oh! Is that only on... Oh, now this is interesting, actually. The level 0 version... Thank you for this, actually. The level 0 version says, when Hallowed Mirror leaves play, find each of those copies of Soothing Melody and remove them from the game. The level 3 version does not say anything like that. Which means if I remove it from the game, or if I kill it, then I get to keep my Soothing Melodies. The level 0 version does say that, which is why I was like, oh, I can't remove them from the game. Suck it. So, Soothing Melodies are now back down to 2s, and they don't shuffle back in. But, yeah. Yeah, I agree. And I don't think there's any... all 3 of them are in... I'm out of weaknesses, and all 3 of them are still in here. It's not crazy. Yeah, okay, we discard it. That was the enemy phase. Upkeep. Ready for anything. I am ready for anything. Oh. This is exhausting. I am at a fully effed location, so I must take a damage or a horror. I will take a damage. I will put it on me. Yes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on a second right there. Flower, we must! I would like to. Move Chtullu to the nearest fully effed location that is not ruined. Decrease its level. Discard each clue and attachment. Swap it with its set aside. Hey! Yeehaw! Thanks for the follow, Hennessy. I appreciate the follow. Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. Marion Tavares is fighting the mean green mother himself, Chtullu. So, we are moving Chtullu to south side, which we are swapping with its ruined version. Oh god, everything's on fire! Everything's on fire! Now, see, this is weird because I didn't move into the location, so the unrevealed side is face up. But I'm now here, so surely it should reveal. Yes. I think 6. Flower? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think so. Because there's still 2 locations left. Oh, no. Yeah, there are still 2 locations left to be ruined. Oh, 4 ruins. We are now at 5, in fact, because Rivertown is already ruined. Yikes. Okay. Surely I reveal Southside. I'm here. I'm not fighting it as if I'm here. I'm here. The neighborhood's dense infrastructure makes it an easy target. Burning buildings cast flickering shadows on the flooded streets. Huh. The old family homes of Southside have been reduced to splinters. Maybe you remember exact name of this workshop gem? Ares. I do, but you're not gonna trick me. There are indeed many versions. I will say this version was obtained via a certain Discord server. Not mine, of course. However, if you would like to join the Discord, or if you would like to message me on Discord, feel free to do so, and I would be very happy to link you. Unless you're an FFG spy, of course. The updates are being done and kept on a Discord server as of now. You are very welcome, and also welcome. Clearly, you clearly you know some Arkham, and we're doing a roleplay and storytelling first version thereof, which is pretty exciting. Southside says, choose an item, asset in your discard pile, and add it to your hand. Pretty cool. All right, let's continue resolving the thing. The thing. Place clues on each revealed location without Victory X up to its clue value. Shuffle a set-aside star spawn into the encounter deck. Yikes. Okay, now I'm in trouble. All right, sounds good, Crosshair. I'll try. Clues. Click. That's it for clues. I'm not getting them that quickly. Oh, God. All right, we draw an encounter card. The beast lands in a smash, in a crash, absolutely destroying the entire neighborhood, flattening it as Marion prepares for her final battle. The beast that had attacked her and Annalise has crawled up from the depths once more, summoned by its master Chtullu. The final battle is about to begin. Let's draw an encounter card. Chtullu Fatagan. Test Combat 3. If you fail, take 2 horror or deal a direct damage to me. I'm going to go ahead and commit a wild icon to this so that I'm at 6-3. Oh, Elder Sign! As the beast lands and crashes down, a small mob, like maybe half a dozen guys with torches, kind of... the torches are somehow protected from the rain, by the way. They're setting fire to house after house. Marion rushes up and, like, beans one of them in the head with her crowbar. And the rest disperse in a flash. I can search the top 3 cards of my deck for an event and draw it. Ooh. Now, this is interesting. Do I try to look what I found 2 clues, which is the equivalent of 2 damage? 2 damage on 2 sequential attacks? Or do I grab the counterpunch, which will let me deal with, like, say, the Lurker in the Dark or whatever? I don't know. Oh, well, no. Actually, sorry. I do know. I don't have the money for all of these cards, so I think I need to take Counterpunch. Okay. We're back around. Do we take a quick break? Yes. The shortest of breaks. I would like to finish this, so I will, in fact, be trying to speed up the process as quick as I can. My friends, I will return to Doomed in just a moment. I think we're making our final stand here in Southside in the ruins of Maw's boarding house. We're just going to beat down Cthulhu for as long as it takes. We'll see what happens. I'll see you back on Doomed in just a second. And we're back. I haven't gone too far. Hello, welcome back to Doomed. Solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game with a focus on roleplay storytelling, and sometimes just getting through it. The final battle. The final showdown. Marion, Tavares, unwitting reincarnation of the woman whose entire life revolved around destroying beasts much like this Chtullu. We are here, and we're ready. I think my plan, Crosshair... oh, hi, and welcome back, by the way. I drew Chtullu Patagon and absolutely smashed it with an Elder Sign, so I knocked some cultists' heads in. I think the plan... We could retreat to a rooftop. That's interesting. I think I'm going to try to defeat a creature, one of the Cthulhus. Its face is currently enraged. So I could defeat its face and then retreat to the rooftop. Because I'm safe on the rooftop. I also have like a bunch of great events now. Let's start with a sweeping kick? Dare I? Or do I just ready for anything? No, I don't need to draw more cards. Yeah, Eyes, Throat, or Junk. Solid plan. Sweeping kick? Sweeping kick! Sweeping kick! So, oh, that's kind of funky. Let's just talk about how this is going to work for a second here. Sweeping Kick says, fight. Add your agility to your skill value. It deals +1 damage. Vicious Blow adds another +1 onto that. If you succeed, automatically evade the attacked enemy. The attacked enemy, Cthulhu Fierce Visage, says cannot be exhausted. After you evade this enemy, deal a damage to it. So I'm thinking a single Sweeping Kick will do 2 damage, 3 with Vicious Blow, and then an automatic evasion, which will deal another damage and end it. One action, smash Cthulhu's face. Now, how are we Sweeping Kick Cthulhuing? Like, what does that mean? Does this mean that Marion has essentially clambered up a structure and she's like, oh, fuck, you're right. Thanks for the... Yeah, the clue is good. You're right. I forgot about the clue. It's 1 per, right? So I may as well... During an attack, spend a clue. It deals +1 damage. Oh. That will work on Lurker as well. As long as I'm using like a weapon asset or a tactic event. Oh, good to know. But I think the plan is we sweep kick. I think empowered by the rage, much like a werewolf, of seeing her city destroyed around her, Marion has finally awakened to her true potential and suffused with righteous fire, reaches out and swings at the beast's massive legs, hoping to knock it down. I don't know how she gets the strength for this, but that's the plan. I am attacking. I have 5 combat, 9 with sweeping kick. I'm going 9 to 5. Do I exhaust Legrasse? No. 9 to 5. The hubris of man. The absolute hubris of man. As if... Is it spend a clue during? Yeah. As if she thought that she could get away with something like this. Now, hang on. Things are still happening. I am attacking this guy who has retaliate. So he will retaliate and deal me a horror. However, I'm going to play counterpunch. I'm going to play when an enemy attacks me before resolving that attack. Yeah. I think so, Flower. I actually don't... Oh, yeah, during does not specify a timing point. During the massive event, bunch of steps that is a skill test. Let's call that. Yeah, so you spend a clue, like, during, like, when you're sure you're succeeding. Hang on, no, when are the free trigger windows during skill tests? This is actually very important. Because you would only have free trigger window at some places, right? No, it's before the chaos token. Yeah. It's spent. However, I will before I'm playing when the fierce visage is attacking me. Yeah. I'm fighting it. I'm gonna fight with +2 combat and +1 damage. Okay, now we're gonna go all in. Now we're going all in. Because I don't evade it anymore, yeah. Watch this, guys. If I'm not crazy, I think this still works. +2 combat, +1 damage, +1 damage from the clue, +1 damage from the vicious blow. Fucking hell. Alright. It's a new fight action. Chtullu is attempting to stomp on Marion, and she's going to reach up and simply grasp and turn it over on itself. I am counter-punching Cthulhu's visage. And, I will point out, the 2 XP version says before resolving that attack, so it has not dealt me the horror yet. After an attack. Ah, yes, but this is... Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah. So the test happened. When is my time... Whatever, I'm going to choose... My timing point will be after counterpunch. Okay. Counterpunch. I'm fighting. 5, 7, 8 to 4. I think we Legrasse this. Your ass is Legrasse. To go to 12. Now I'm really tempting fate. Okay. Phew. Woo! If you fail. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. That is wild, dude. Before the visage can turn its massive, cold set of eyes upon me, Marion simply hurls her crowbar up, up into the air, and it lands directly in its fifth eye in the center. Once more, mirroring what happened the first time. It screams and stumbles back. Okay. I'm still all in one timing point, which is kind of crazy. After you play an event, during your turn, draw a card. You may play another event. Okay, well, I'm not going to play Sweeping Kick here. I'm going to play Glimmer. Glimmer's a little crazy. Yeah, no, Sweeping Kick will be very helpful. Oh, actually. Oh, no, now I don't have money. Let's keep the money. Let's keep the money and not play the other event, because here's my thought. I can do this again. Yeah, exactly. I just need to flip one of these guys over. I think we flip over its claw, and then we're going to get out of here. No, we're not going to get out of here. We're standing fast. Which does what? Oh, no, we have to deal with the wings first. Because the claw does damage, but the wings do damage and horror. And it has alert, not retaliate. So let's fight. I'm going to try to enrage its wings. As I've counterpunched the beast, I'm going to try to enrage its wings with the crowbar. Which, no, it does not make a lot of sense, but I'm at 7-4. I'm at 7-4. I'm not committing Glimmer to this because I want to commit Glimmer to my Sweeping Kick. 7-4? Damn it. Okay. I should have committed. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Shit happens. So I drew a skull -4. I fail to attack Chtullu. I think we retreat now. I think we beat a hasty retreat, as it were. We get onto the rooftop. Oh, I defeated an enemy. Sorry. I defeated an enemy, so I should have exhausted Gret and grabbed a clue at a connecting location. Grab it off Miskatonic University. Exactly, Crosshair. And he can't, in theory, destroy the entire rooftop all at once. Okay. Okay. We're nearing the end of our gang's ability to stay up here. But that's okay. Enemy phase. Actually, first we check our music. Can you all hear that? I can't. Oh, it's just because it's like a weird little hum. Okay, enemy phase. Chtullu does not patrol. Exactly, Crosshair. Exactly. We draw the top card. Oh, sorry. The lurker hunts in to south side. I could also fight the lurker, but I think it's more important that we deal with the wings and the claw. The beast, enraged, flies into another destructive fit, and we draw the top card of the Chtullu deck, Hurricane Force. Resolve its patrol keyword. Fierce Visage is not in play. Wicked Claw says choose an investigator at its location to test Agility X. So I think this scenario is kind of just broken in solo. It's clearly meant to be multiplayer. Everyone gets onto it and gangs up while the Seeker goes and gets clues and then comes back and helps with fighting. Because a lot of these abilities basically say, oh, if you're at its location, like, well, you know. I think that's the plan. So this fizzles again. Chtullu patrols, but it doesn't move. Fierce Visage is not in play. And then there's no one at its location, so I can put that to the side. You know what, Crosshair, it's true. I don't like that that's how it went down, but I don't disagree. Upkeep? Take the initiative. Well, I'm ready to take some fucking initiative, I'll tell you that for free. Whoa. It's very loud on my end here. Okay. Mythos, we go to 1 out of 3 Doom. We've just got 2 bits of Chtullu left to beat. I draw another Chtullu Patagon. That's wild, man. I think I commit the Glimmer to this to go to 6. 6-3? Man, how many of these am I going to draw? How many cultists are moving across the city? And Marion's just like, I've killed so many like you, and I'm going to kill you too. 6-3? Yeah, fucking knocks someone right off the roof. Ah! He goes falling down to the ground. I am so not mad at that. I drew both back to back. How many of them are there? I'm really not mad about that. Yo, Flower, it doesn't even make sense, but I will take it because of how crappily the rest of the scenario has gone. Or the rest of the campaign. Eastern rooftops. You may fight and evade enemies at connecting locations as if you were at their location. Let's do it. We're going to fight. Again, I'm going to do this again. I'm going to try to just knock it all out at once. I'm going to fight. Hang on. Yeah, if I turn... Oh, no, if I turn the claw over and then defeat it, the doom will go away. So I am going to fight Chtullu's Wicked Claw. As you do. With a crowbar thrown in from a distance. 7 combat. 10? Sorry, I don't need... Yeah, I do. 10 with take the initiative? Let's just fucking do this, guys. -3. Success. A massive... Yeah, exactly. Just like... she's learned how to toss it like a boomerang. I think at this point they've managed to collapse a massive wall on top of part of Chtullu's arm, and it like rages as it tries to pull it up out of the ground. It's a good question, Saren, because I think he is both awake and dreaming, much like Marion is awake and dreaming at the same time. So that was an attack. So we flip this. We place a doom on it. And now, this is where we all pray. Cool? Cool. Sweeping kick. Spend a clue. We are fighting at 9-4. LeGrasse brings us up to a 13. Because the plan is 3 damage with the kick, +1 from evasion. Let's go, guys. Here we go. Now, she's leaping down to, once again, much like back at the university, sever its arm from its body for one final time. Oh, I love that. It is overkill, but I don't see myself doing anything else this turn. So yes, I would argue, yes, probably overkill. But I also like the idea that he's firing upon Chtullu, you know? So, 2 damage with sweeping kick. A 3rd because of the clue. Then we automatically evade it for the 4th damage, which puts Mr... Oops. It puts... yeah. Puts it in the victory display. Do I Gret for the last clue? No, I want to keep Gret up. I definitely use my ability to draw a card. Oh, fuck. Thank you, Crosshair. Crosshair, I have to tell you... Actually, I'm just going to tell everybody in the chat, obviously. You don't all have to block your ears. I am the kind of guy... I would much rather... Here's, like, damage and horror, right? I would much rather place them back in their little infinite pools. This, to me, is so much more satisfying than putting it in the trash. Even though they are functionally the same. And I am aware of this. I could also just hit delete and it would also just disappear. But there's something very satisfying to me about being like, and the clue goes back in the clue part. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's where it belongs. Boop. Okay. Okay. I have an action. Sorry, I have a reaction, which is play a different event. I think the event is Hunter's Mark, and I attach it. No, I can't do that. Sorry. This is attached to an enemy at your location, which I cannot do because I'm not fighting or evading. I could take all 3 copies of Glimmer back to hand, which I think I might instead. Yeah. But yeah, exactly. It's like putting stuff back in the box. I am holding... Well, I'm going to take the action to play Glimmer of Hope. And the next turn, the plan will be move down, mark the shit out of this. Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Draw another card. Yes. And I'll have the money. I think that is... Yeah, there's no limit on anything other than fast attached to an enemy at your location. So next turn, the plan is move in and defeat this fucking thing once and for all. I am now on the rooftops. The lurker is going to come for me. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, sorry. I understand what Flower is saying now, and I understand what you're saying, Crosshair. So instead, yes, the timing point for playing it right now doesn't work, because I'm not in the middle of a fight action, but next turn, I could fight from here, attach the Hunter's Mark, and then go from there. Guys, I think it's going to happen. Let's not go that far. What's my last action? Heal? I can't. Clue? I don't need one. I've got a lurker on its way. Yeah, I do have no weaknesses, it's true. And I wouldn't mind... Oh, shit. That's not crazy, Flower. I could also evade the lurker so that it doesn't come up here, but I may as well, because evasion says... So it has alert. After you fight or evade this enemy. I have 4 evade, somehow. I'm very agile. I'm going to do it. Isn't this crazy? 4 to 4, 6, 8, 10. So Marion, in an attempt to keep the creature at bay... Oh, now I'm out of money, though. Yes, but yes, exactly. I'll do it next turn. I'm sure it'll be fine. Damn it, Flower, you're trying to get me killed! Let's go. 10 to 4 or whatever? Oh. Marion has managed to slice off one of the beast's massive arms, and it staggers back, stumbling around within the ruins of Southside, getting ready for one final attack. She can see a creature, that horrible, horrible thing, slithering up from the depths once more, and she realizes that while it will be upon her shortly, she cannot wait for that thing. She cannot afford to defeat it one more time. She must drive off its master, its mother, its father, whatever, its parent. And that is where we are going to have to go. Draw the top card of the Cthulhu deck. Now that I forgot about. That's okay. But, I mean, I would have to do that anyway, right? So I'll do it now, and we hope that this doesn't fuck me up too bad. Right, okay, right. So this is actually kind of the worst thing. This is kind of the worst. So I put a ruin token on the rooftops. As it slams into the rooftop. Whoa. I'm still in my turn. I could move away. Shuffle this card into the Cthulhu deck along with the discard pile. It's still my turn, right? Like, I know it's insane to do this based on a chance, but I need to not die. I agree. We need to destroy this thing. Ruby says, if there are no ready enemies at your location, exhaust Ruby, move to a connecting location. So I will move to Rivertown. Everything's flooded, which kind of sucks, but like... Oh, sorry. Oh, this south side can be fully effed for some reason. That's also it's not the same problem everywhere, obviously, but like the lurker can't get me here. Yeah, it's true. Okay, this makes sense. Let's do this. Up to the rooftops. Okay. Enemy phase. I'm scared. Hunter's Hunt. Chtullu. Oh, would have effed this location last turn, I guess. And then draw the top card of the Chtullu deck. If this is demolition, I am going to like scream. Oh, that's true, Crosshair. It can slither around Rivertown as I make my way back up onto the rooftops to like attack down onto it. Dread Sight. If the wings are in play, I test agility 4. If I fail, take a damage or a horror. Let's go ahead and test 4 to 4. Not much I can do here. That's fine. I take a damage or a horror. I will take a horror. Upkeep. Draws me a melody. No bad thing. And then at the end of the round, my location is fully effed, so I must take another damage or horror. I will take a damage, and I'll put it on myself. Is it time for Andy to go bye-bye? No, not yet. Not yet. Okay. Can Soothing Melody as well, which is pretty nice. Okay. 2 out of 3 Doom. The Beast continues his rampage through Southside. Marion prepares her final attack, which will be epic. I just don't know what it is yet. Let's go ahead and draw an encounter card first. Deadly Torrent. This is obviously so. As Marion steps back down into Easttown to prepare to like juke the lurker in the dark, we instead have to prepare. She prepares to move back up onto the rooftops, but instead a massive wall of water comes to sweep her away. Test agility 4 or combat 4. I'm probably going to fail these, right? Yeah. So the combat 4 is slightly worse. If you fail, take a damage and discard an asset that takes up 1 or more slots. That would be my crowbar. Or my Gret, but it's going to be my crowbar. Or test agility, and if you succeed, move. If you fail, take a damage and a horror. And I think that would kill Andy. Yeah, that's okay. It's fine. We're testing agility 4 because if I succeed, I get a move. Andy's going to get swept away, guys. I'm testing agility 4. 4 to 4. Andy! Well, we all know that as Marion prepares to make her way back up onto the rooftop. I'm concerned, Crosshair. I am concerned. And honestly, Andy's not doing anything for me. I'm going to kill Andy with the damage and a horror. Isn't that terrible? I think this is the story I want to tell too, right? As she moves to climb back up, a massive surge of water sweeps down the road. She reaches down. Andy, grab my hand! And he just reaches up, but he can't quite grasp her fingers, and then smiles. I think this is where my story ends, friend. Boom. And he is swept away by the current. Back to the investigation phase. I use Ruby to quickly clamber up onto the roof. Okay. First action. How dare you, Flower? How dare you? First action. We fight the Chtullu, who has alert. 4/4/4. After you play an event during your turn. Yeah, okay. I think this all happens in the middle of things, which is a bit funky, but it's okay. I'm going to... Oh, for sure she is. I'm going to attach Hunter's Mark to it. Marion can feel Gret bubbling up inside of her, and she can feel herself becoming the Purifier as she reaches down and marks the creature with this beast, marks the beast with her hunter's powers. The creature is ready to be smote, she thinks to herself. I've attached it to an enemy at my location. I played an event during my turn, so I will draw a card and play a different event. Soothing Melody, heal, damage and horror. I'll heal them both off of myself, because that's how I do. And then draw another card. Nice. I'm in the middle of fighting this creature, and I fast attached Hunter's Mark to it. So, I'm in the middle of attacking this creature. Should I have attacked it with the crowbar? Yes. Yes, I should have. 5 combat. 7 with the crowbar. 8 with Hunter's Mark. 8 to 4 currently. Do I commit the... Yeah, we go big or we go home. I take the initiative... No, I'll save that for... 8 to 4. Oh no, if only Andy were here. I'm still alive down here. Well, sorry, Andy. You said this was how you wanted to go. I have to succeed a couple of attacks at 2 damage each. I'm at 8 to 4 right now. Yeah, Legrasse on the next one. Take the initiative on the first one. Take the initiative. Yes. I haven't completed any actions this phase, so it's 3 wilds. 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, buddy. We're trying to shear its wings off as we drive a nail directly into its head. Great. Sorry, I hear a woodland creature outside, and I just need to check on it. Because it could be something interesting. Or it could be a neighbor snooping through my stuff. So the woodland creature snooping through my stuff was, of course... That's correct. That's correct, Crosshair. It was. It was and it is. Unreal, dude. Okay. 2 damage! We spend a clue. We do 2 damage to the wings as Marion mounts atop the beast as it collapses onto the ground. She takes a massive iron nail blown off of the north side train station, and as I put more music back on, drives it down into the creature's brain. Second action, I'm going to attack. I have 5 combat, 9 with John Raymond Legrasse, 10 with the Hunter's Mark. 10 to 4, I am attacking Chtullu. I tend to agree, Crosshair. -1, draw another token. -1, draw another token. -3. Okay. I was like 6 up. This is okay. We still succeed. Which means I successfully attack it, and I can discard Hunker's Mark to deal an extra damage. Which puts Hoary Wings in the victory display. Hunker's Mark. Of course, Flower. Yo, if it's... Well, hang on, actually, Flower. We still have stuff to do here. Because here's the thing. When the round ends, right? So, yeah, exactly. Now, the real question is, do I let Marion potentially just die here? That feels very bad, right? So I think instead, we move It's still a damage, but it's not instant death. So I think we move into the lurker's location. Oh god, no, hang on. Yeah, this is fine, this is fine. A doom goes on parasitic transformation. She bares her teeth as she steps down off of the collapsing rooftop and grins. You may have many mouths, but I only need one to scream your doom. And she starts to charge the lurker in the dark as Chtullu lies dying on the grounds of Southside. Enemy phase. Hunter's Hunt. I take a damage from Lurker, which I put on me. No, I'll put it on Legras. I draw the top card of the Chtullu deck, which may very well be something terrible. It's Seismic Stomp. Discard this card, draw the top card of the Chtullu deck. It may very well be... Oh, Ruthless Charge. None of them are in play. It cannot charge. It is deceased. We go to upkeep. I have to take a damage or a horror. Do we lose one of my allies to the creature? Yes. Ruby also dies as the lurker in the dark bears down upon her. Sorry, so at the end of the round... Oh, at the end of the round? When the round ends, I'm sorry. Oh, when the round ends. Yeah, I have to take a damage or a horror. And we lose Ruby as well. That's what I'm going to say. Wait. Oh, yeah, okay. No, we're good. Return each... Okay, I freaked out there for a second, because I do have to return him to the board. But then, increase his rage by 1. And if it's 5 or more, I go to R1. Okay, so we do get to Resolution 1. It's time to read, and then I have to go, because I need to eat a little something before Drew Crew. Resolution 1. After hours of struggle, you great question, Crosshair. They both have the same trigger, which is when the round ends. So I could choose to keep Ruby alive. I could also just take the horror on myself, right? Is it a better... As I read this, discuss in the chat, is it better for me to lose my ally at the end of all things or not? And I will keep reading this in the meantime. After hours of struggle, you stand before mighty Chtullu. I am a guardian, right? Who looks down on you with 5 dispassionate red eyes. You've dreamed this moment before. His hulking form blots out the stars above, shimmering with an otherworldly radiance. His rotten breath washes over you, stirring the water. For a moment, the clamor fades away as you meet the Ancient One's gaze. You feel him in your mind. I agree, Graspy Loot. There is no anger or rage, only cold indifference. A shot rings out, followed by a dozen more. Behind you, from the nearby rooftops, and elsewhere in the vicinity, a volley of firearms and explosives pelt the Ancient One's sagging, fetid flesh. Inspector Legras shouts to his fellow officers, goading them to not let up. Great Chtullu moans in pain as the sheer firepower chews through his armored flesh, flooding the streets with oily black blood. At long last, the tide seems to have turned in your favor. Cowed by the relentless assault, the Ancient One turns back to the Miskatonic and lurches into the water, followed by a cadre of monstrous creatures. You can feel the others hold their breath. I agree, Librarian, especially given what I see a little further down, but we'll get there in a second. Waiting for some reprisal, but nothing comes. And then a cheer breaks the silence, followed by dozens more. Arkham is safe. For now. In your campaign log, record Chtullu was driven away. The fact that this campaign is a win, guys? Insane. Each investigator, here we go. Each investigator suffers 3 physical and 3 mental trauma. Now, I think that means we have to retire her. Yeah. So Marion has now 7 7 physical and 6 mental trauma. Which means, in theory, well, not playable, actually. Each investigator earns experience equal to Victory X. The investigators win, but how long will it be before Cthulhu's eventual return? I think she just goes to Arkham Asylum, right? Marion's inner self, Marion's Gret, wanted to drive this thing away, and now she's seen too much. Exactly, Osab. Any victory points? Nope. Any victory points? Victory points? Nope. Downtown? Nope. Proceed to epilogue. If Cthulhu was driven away, weirdly enough, it's not ruined, actually. It's okay. I mean, I wouldn't say it's okay, but it's not a hollow victory. If Cthulhu was driven away, skip to epilogue 2. Oh, shit, to Ruby Standish. Well, look who's still alive. Although, actually, I see who wrote this, and I'm confused. Let's see. To Ruby Standish. Unfortunately, I don't have time to visit at the moment. I still have too much to do in Arkham. The city is limping along as best it can, but it'll take time before anything feels normal again. If normal isn't even possible after what happened. Nobody seems to remember much about what happened that night. They're claiming a severe storm system swept through. I guess a few other cities along the coast were hit too, so everyone latched onto the idea that it was some kind of hurricane. The few of us who do remember it are hesitant to share anything. Arkham Asylum still hasn't been restored, but there are plenty of sanatoriums nearby. Anyone who mentions what really happened is labeled a victim of the dreaming sickness and committed. Somewhere deep down, I am sure he will return. The old dreams haven't stopped. He's still in there, somewhere deep in my mind, biding his time. When he does come back, no amount of explosives or firepower will stop him. If he returns, it'll be for revenge. You were probably wise to leave. I'm sure France is beautiful. Andy Van Nortwick. Who knows the end? What has risen may sink, and what has sunk may rise. Loathsome waits and dreams in the deep. Loathsomeness, waits and dreams in the deep, and decay spreads over the tottering cities of men. One first last job. Complete the Drowned City campaign once on any difficulty. Season 2. Cliff Diver. This is a coup. Thorough Search. I might have gotten Thorough Search. No, probably not. I really doubt I got anything else here, guys. I did escape the Grand Vault, but I don't know if everything was fully flooded. Just checking. Why won't you stay dead? Add the inescapable to the victory display at least 20 times during a single campaign. I earned the title tablet. I did not complete a task, and that is that. Marion is due for a very long rest as the lurker in the dark continues to stalk her dreams. Ruby Standish apparently fled to France, and Andy, or at least someone claiming to be Andy, has been writing to her. Yeah, just rest at the... Exactly. Just gonna rest right here at Arkham Asylum. My friends, that brings us to the end of this campaign of Doomed. The investigators win. I actually can't really believe it. But it did... This scenario gave us a lot oh, yeah, of course. It gave us a lot of tools for dealing with the mean green mother, so it worked out. Yeah, I think it was great. I really enjoyed playing Marion. She's a powerhouse, except when I get screwed early, so to speak. Okay, it was a lot of fun. As mentioned, next week, instead of Doomed, I'm going to be playing a new journaling RPG. See how it goes. Journaling things are weird on stream, but I had a good time with 1,000-Year-Old Vampire, so I hope people tune in and enjoy that. then I'm probably skipping a week, and then I believe it will be Twomed time. I will check with Graspy Loot, who will be joining me on Twomed in a few weeks. Ooh, OSAB, that is exciting. When you say small, that is very exciting. Perfect! What a perfect fucking quote. Graspy, do you know him, or could you tell him to? I don't know. Could you ask him why I'd want to play with that guy? God. Okay, my friends, that was awesome. Yes, as Crosshair posted, please join us on Drew Crew in half an hour. I gotta go eat something. It's been an absolute blast and a half. Thank you so much for joining me on this finale. It's one for the records. Thank you, Agatha. Thank you, and thank you, Arkham Librarian, for being here. Thank you, Aries Hennessy, for the new follow. OSAB, that is very exciting. I would personally love to hear updates, having never played, but it's like paramilitary Eldritch, right? Anyway, I'm very excited. I gotta go, team. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you next time on Doomed, and we'll see y'all on other streams coming up throughout the week and weekend. Hope to join me for the next solo scenario. Exactly, Graspy. It's perfect. Thanks so much for joining me, everybody. See you next time on Doomed.